Oops. It would start.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
yes,
wait.
that's scary. Okay, go on.
Hey.
We are 3 people down. I'm controlling Hako. Thanks, Charles.
Wait,
Look at me
what?
strength. What the fuck?
Wait, are you reading? What?
Yes, I'm reading your notes, bro.
You guys have my notes?
You sent it.
Oh, I forget. But yeah, yeah, we're 3 people down. I was controlling Hako, and I did my best not to kill Hako, so I am happy for that because Hako's still alive.
Wow, that's incredible. Incredible feat, actually.
As many thanks to the fact that you know, people were doing stuff, and we had so many ants also that were doing stuff.
Ants.
Ants. We figured out that the I forgot what the term is. Dough? It's a word that starts with D. The man is called
The drow.
Drow. I was getting there. Question mark. Yeah, the man is on Kingfisher. And we were fighting Amber Hulks, and like more spawned as we were fighting them. And at some point, somebody said like, "I will domesticate you," and then a bug ran away. And as like we were killing some of the bugs, like a wall of water basically pushed out from the tanks. From the tank, I mean one singular tank. And Sonmei, who was really close to the tank, was able to kind of communicate with the creature inside the tank, and like how they belong to no one. And when like somebody tried to break the tank open, it kind of like really didn't do anything because it had some kind of protective magic around it. And Hako like cast a detect magic on it to find there like several different like magic on it from different skulls, but it's like too complicated for any of us to dispel it. And Somei had this idea that maybe the wall of water that was like continuously like pushing at us could be like based on line of vision. So we should try to block her line of vision by wrapping the tank with like tarp and clothing. And so we use Asame's tarp scarf, and Kevin's now half naked to cover up the tank. And darkness and silence was also casted around the tank just to make sure that like there's no like line of vision, but it did not stop the wall of water. And but thankfully, like that's when I think we killed the last of the Amber Hulk, and Kevin was dead, but Sunmei was able to slap him alive.
Yay.
Yay!
I think that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys mostly just like fought stuff yesterday or last week.
Yep.
So pretty good. Nice. Thank you for the description. So yeah.
So like, sorry, can you like, I've been gone a little while. So we met Kingfisher, and now we're like, what is the setting that we're in right now?
So you are. What's the last thing you remember, Eleanor?
The last thing that I remember is
Are you also in the game?
Team Roach and Team Ant, according to my notes.
Team Roach and Team Ant. Yeah, if you're in the game, you can see like the map where we are. I think you were there when we were in the previous cave and we ran into all of like Avani's. We ran into Avani's friend's team, right? And like that cave was slowly getting flooded, and then you ended up fighting like some Ember Hulks, and then Merlin romanced one, and then you guys like tied yourselves together while it dug a hole in the ground to like basically go back to its nest, which is where you guys are now. The previous session was basically just spent fighting all of the Ember Hulks, and while you were fighting them, you saw this guy who has not introduced himself to you, I think. But like,
no, he has.
Oh, he has, because you stood there and asked him in the middle of battle, like, well, who are you? And he's just like, help me. I'm Kingfisher, sniff. But yeah, he's you see this like drow fighter warrior guy, and he was also fighting the Ember Hulks. And after introducing himself and also after reading his name on the initiative, you know he's the Kingfisher. um, and yeah,
Excellent, thank you. I was also trying to get the link for Foundry, and I'm in!
you're in, yay!
Ish.
Ish. I don't see you yet. Get in here.
Yep, I'm on the, like, joining game page. Okay, I'm in.
Also, you hit like Eleanor hit stuff this time. Killed some stuff. It's
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
nice.
Should I roll for divination?
You haven't rolled for divination yet, right? Yeah, you can roll and then let me know.
Let's see. Cool. I'll screenshot it in chat.
Thank you. But yeah, you guys are here in like the seeming calm. You don't know if another wave is coming or not, but it might be. There's some Ember Hulk's corpses floating in the water. You see this is the Kingfisher staring there, staring at you guys, having killed this Ember Hulk. What do you want to do?
I think last time I kind of like ended off with the question whether the wave thing is actually from the creature or like one of the protective spells.
Mm-hmm.
And like we tried to cover the vision and like it was still like sending it at us, so wondering if any of the magic users might be able to tell.
Right.
Yeah.
We still have like this sort of like mermaid lady who was captured by someone, but apparently not by the Kingfisher, right? Where is the Kingfisher right now? He's kind of like just emerged back into this cabin, right?
He's down here.
All right.
Okay, the game
I
is
think-
paused right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. I think like Sonmei is just gonna ask like it's like, okay, so well, this lady is not your catch, but how did you end up here? You were kidnapped by these things, and she's gonna gesture to like the Umber Hulks. They attacked you?
He like cleans off the like muck and ick from like killing the Ember Hulks from his sword, and he shrugs and he's just like, well, yeah, I mean, actually, I was down here with my catch because I was supposed to bring it back up to the stupid celebration they're having over at Twiceburg or whatever, and somebody knocked me out on the road there, and I woke up here, and my catch was on one. Just a just a standard what is it, northern beluga, but like, it's an expensive fish. It's a big fish. Where would it go? And two, all these critters were swarming me, so I've been spending the last day holed up in here fighting them off. I think I got the last of them, but yeah, I don't know why I never thought about covering her up. She's been mostly asleep, but like every now and again she wakes up and screams at me and then tries to drown me. So it's been a rough day, actually.
Wow. So two things. Do we know anything about like the fish, like the northern something that he just mentioned? Is that like, rare but expensive, but like not mystical? Do we know anything about it?
You guys can make. I think the only people who would feasibly be able to do this are maybe Merlin and Sonmei, because the rest of you are from sort of like the southern half of the continent.
Okay. I try. What roll?
Do a nature check or a history check. Up to you.
Okay. Well, that's okay. 17 for nature.
So the northern beluga is like one of the. It's sort of like in the way that like people catch like huge tunas and then bring them to like the market, and people like cut up the tuna meat and they're like, wow, this is the best tuna ever, and it goes for like a pretty big amount of money, but it's just a fish.
Like the equivalent of like just like something basically really expensive bluefin tuna or something like that,
it's
right?
like in a really expensive bluefin tuna, and you can only catch it in like the Arctic like section of like the in Arctic like geographies. Maybe some people hype it up to be like a health food, but nothing to the point of like this is a magical fish in the same like
Right.
way that you heard the rumors that it was a magical fish.
Right. So it's like neither magic doesn't sound magical, and like to my present knowledge, I'll tell the rest of the group this. Whatever this guy caught doesn't seem to be, as magical or fiendish as what was was requested of him, you know. 'Cause we did, like, just to clarify, like we did hear like some what was it, like the requirements for the tank, or like the conditions in which the fish had to be brought in, like it was holy water and like cold temperature or something like that, right?
Holy water and
Right.
cold temperatures. This fish does not need holy water and cold temperature.
Yeah.
And he's
So
looking at you
weird.
like, as you asked, I was like, why would you need a tank that holds that? What do you? It's just a regular fish.
Right? So like when you brought the fish here, it wasn't in like a cold tank. You didn't need like holy water. Like you didn't bring either of these, right?
No, it was
Oh.
already it's already like, okay, well, to be candid with you, it's a trade secret. I don't really want to disclose it, but he pulls up this bag and it like looks like a regular burlap sack, but instead of like it's
Mhm.
made of like leathers. And then he opens it for you, and it's like lined with glass on the inside. This is a modified bag of holding. It's for holding a lot of water and a lot of aquatic creatures.
Right.
I usually hold my catch in here alive, but this is not like a magical.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna hold any like crazy sea creatures in there.
But how can you hold the water in there if water contains oxygen?
Like I said, it's a trade secret. It's modified. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know, merchants got to get on somehow. You know, your forest 2-day delivery doesn't get here without a little bit of effort. You know what I mean?
This is why I didn't go down the merchant track, because I'm too logical. There's too much science.
Huh. Interesting though, but like, I mean, you guys, you remember the people in Triceburg telling us that, I mean, they're mostly not to be trusted, right? But
Mhm.
you do remember like someone, I don't remember which of the Jays it was, but like one of them saying that um the requirements to bring in this thing like was supposed to be holy water and a cold tank.
Wait.
I'm not like, yeah.
They told you that?
Yeah, it was really weird.
And who
I
told them that was the requirements for the fish? I just told them, you know, like, get like a big tank for me to put the fish in when I'm there. It doesn't need to, like, just needs to be, you know, it's, maybe 40, 50 meters.
I have a feeling there must be a third party to this, like besides you and like, the rest of us, right?
Oh,
Someone like fed the villagers.
smuggling, right? This is smuggling.
Wait, then
I point.
maybe
Yeah, I
this
gestured.
creature? Sorry.
I think so. Maybe, Kevin, this creature, the mermaid, right?
Is this this Sea of Guardian? What was it
Yeah.
called? Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, hold on. Let's back up a little bit here. So you guys are from Thriceburg, or where you? What is your? And points to all like 10 of you. Like, why there's so many of you? What are you? What are you guys here? Are you cops? What's happening? I pay my taxes, so, like, don't worry about it. But you know.
Yeah. No, actually, like we're not necessarily grouped up together like all the time. These are our companions for perhaps like, the last couple of hours. We're part of this thing called the Laurels, I believe. And we came up here through Triceburg because we just heard that them, and I gestured to like Joel's team, were kind of in a pinch, stuck underground with a bunch of Umber Hulks. So we just came to, get them out. I did not know that we would be ending up here,
Right. Oh, you're here for the pageant, right? The pageantition. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, that's established. I'm here because they hired me to bring over some fish for their birthday party. And then and then in the interim, I came in from the north, on my boat.
Yeah.
Somebody knocked me out on the way into the village, and then I woke up here. Problem is, one, my fish is gone, and two, I'm in this tank with this lady. I don't know what that is. Thank God it's quiet now, but that's happened. And then these fucking things, and points at the Umbrooks, have been up my ass the entire time. I don't know what they want from me. I think they ate my fish. I think it's gone. Just FYI, they probably ate it. And now you're telling me that the people at the town think that I'm supposed to be bringing in something big and weird. Like, I can do big and weird, but, like, I've not been contracted to do that here.
Yeah, so that's the sort of information we heard, at least from Triceburg. I'm not sure if all of this is necessarily, like, trustworthy, but at least that's what we put together.
Do you know
A
where
cold
they heard it
tank,
from?
probably. I'm sorry?
Do you know where they heard it from? Who told them that I would be doing this?
Do you remember? This was quite a while ago. Was it like a letter from the Kingfisher via like the Raven that the greengrocer received that said, "Oh, please prepare this"? I think it was something like that. Was it?
My
Yes,
notes are not that comprehensive. I just wrote there's a bear who got scammed for a crab with a big arm, and then Kingfisher seafood merchant, and then we stay at inn.
I think like it was in one of the messages that the Raven received because I believe like the villagers, at least the greengrocer, I think like told us that a message told them like a written message told them that like, oh, Kingfisher's coming to town. Please prepare this in preparation for what I got to show you. It's going to be incredible, and something to that effect. Yeah,
wait,
I think like
do you have a
to my
copy of
memory,
that?
at least I'll relate this to like the Kingfisher that like this is what I remember at least.
Right, but like, okay, that's fine. I didn't write that to them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I'm sure you didn't.
no.
Did you see anything or like get a glimpse of what it was that attacked you?
I think it was a group of people. I think.
Oh, people.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
There was someone in the road. There was like someone with their hood up. It was shady. I shouldn't have stopped. But he pats himself on the chest. I'm an incredibly magnanimous person, so I stopped the cart and I was like, "Hey, you need some help?" Because they looked like they were injured. Next thing I know, I'm fucking waking up in the wet zone. Like, what's the deal? He pats himself down. He's like, "I've been missing some of my shit too. Like, I think my seal is gone, which is insane because I had that on my neck, which means was this premeditated? You think they took my shit?"
Wait.
I'm pretty sure they must. Some of it was left, I believe, like still, in the area around your broken cart. I think that we came across that on the way here. Your seal is still somewhere in the vicinity, I believe. Let me have a look. Is it my inventory? Did I take it?
I don't know. Did you take it?
Let me check. I did not.
What is the seal? Kevin?
Not the seal itself, but I remember in my notes that I've copied down the seal from the letter.
So you took a picture of it from the letter.
Yes, from George, I think. Did we take the seal?
The seal is a physical item. I remember examining it, like when we found the carriage.
Yeah, I think.
So I probably have it then.
I think you took it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, show me the seal. Yeah, let me see this thing.
Because I remember this one being like essentially what a sign of like merchants IRC in the northern part of like this realm. So for what it was, like that kind of tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to him.
He looks at it and he's just like, "This is my seal, but there's He like points at like the like top of the thing. There's supposed to be a little sapphire like gem,
Oh.
like right at the top. That sort of like signifies, you know, what part of the faction you're from, or like what you trade in. It's missing from my seal. Whoever fucking
it's like-
somebody chipped it off or whatever, but like that thing is like it's like tied to me. It's like a blood tie, right? Like that's, you know, it's not to put a morbid on you, but that thing is like my identification. It's worth more than my little paperwork. So somebody fucking took my seal gem. What this? Well, why would they want that? I'm just a fisherman. You know, I get it. I'm like the best fisherman this side of the mountain, but like, come on, like, what's the big deal?
If we look at the copy of the seal that Kevin has, like this is the one that you copied off the letter that was received by the people in Triceburg, right? Does it
Sure.
have that sapphire thing at the top?
It does not.
There's like a forgery, I think. So someone pretended to be him and stamped it with like essentially what seems to be a counterfeit, and then must have convinced the villagers to prepare something that's wildly different from what was actually supposed to be received.
So you're telling me I've been set up?
I think so.
they put me to-
Someone has been using your like presence here to
Wow.
perhaps trick the villagers into preparing something that they want done for themselves.
Yeah, they conspired against you. Wow. Wow.
Wow, that was fucking right. Why against me? I don't have that many enemies, you know?
I mean,
Okay,
maybe-
now that-
maybe-
That definitely sounded like a lie.
No, what are you talking about? No way. I'm a friendly guy. I'm a fisherman. Don't everybody loves fishermen, right? You
Can we
flex-
insight
yeah,
check?
flexes a little bit. Looks really lame. Yeah,
If there's one thing I learned from being a student, it's whatever trade you're in, you have enemies. They are among you.
they're among me.
competitive fishing, it's very serious business.
It's another fisherman, isn't it?
I don't know. What's your insight roll? Let me see it. What is it? I see. Oh, Rain's here. Oh my god, I didn't even hear you join. Hi, Rain.
Oh,
You're rolling insight, right? I don't think you even need to roll. It's not that hard.
+4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fogging.
The 2 19s.
Yeah, he's sweating. He's like
Nice.
lying out of his teeth. This man has many enemies. Kevin, you think he's a nice guy?
I don't know, guys. This seems fun.
I think he's fine.
He's got a good life.
Yeah.
let's go, Huckle.
Let's
Look
go.
his vibe.
I mean, Haku is like,
Wait,
just a normal
as
guy.
you're talking, can
Just
we make
another
sure-
idiot.
It's kind of dilf.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
What are you
No.
saying, Charles?
Oh, as we're talking, can we take a short break as well?
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
take a short rest. I think that's fine.
And
The water here is like, it's still coming in, but it's not super fast, you know? It's coming in. Pace. Yeah, feel free to heal up. I'm not gonna bother healing my ants. I don't wanna. I will. I should.
Did you simplify their character sheets?
I don't know how to do that.
There is a. You could basically make them monster stat blocks.
Oh no!
Just find similar monster stat blocks and switch out some of the spells.
Oh my god, you're so smart. I've been like, you didn't hear me last week, but I was like,
I saw your tweet.
oh, I'm so stupid. Me having to control like 7. Whoa, nice. Zoomed into Kevin.
Oh, sorry.
It's really funny when
But
I
yeah,
control-
that's the thing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Control like 7.
Yeah, I was reading chat from last week and I saw that and I was like, oh no, Monty, there's better ways.
No, I'm just struggling. Oh my god, this guy has 4 HP left. This guy almost dead.
Oh,
Ooh,
the struggle real.
struggle real. It's the shortest.
You really just made whole ass entire character sheets for your NPCs, huh?
Yes, I did.
Oh god.
It's okay. Everybody makes that mistake.
I made
Yeah, at
that
least once.
mistake.
It's
Nope.
okay.
I mean, it makes sense that this guy has a character sheet because he's got stuff to do, but the rest of them, the fuck am I making character sheets for them for, huh? Actually, this guy's fine.
It's just like when we were playing Pokemon D&D and I kept going onto the iPad app and like making all these characters and I was like, this is so annoying to keep track of. So I just put like the 4 things that I needed to know on a spreadsheet and called it a day.
Yeah,
So
valid.
smart. I'm goofy. I'm just like, no, just make a whole ass character sheet. I'm surprised this ant didn't die. He kept running into stuff. Let's go.
Hardiest ants on the world.
Oh, my little ants. Yay. Okay, that's all my ants.
Right.
That need-
Ants are also taking a break. Do we notice the water like getting ready to do its wave thing again, or is it like calm now?
It's stopped actually. The water waves. It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
I think if it was gonna happen, it would have happened already, but it hasn't. So
I asked Kingfisher about that. Is it gonna come back?
he shrugs. He says, usually it happens like once a day. If she's in a really bad mood, it'll happen several times a day. But like, I don't know why I never thought about." And he like looks at himself. I don't have enough material, I guess, to like cover up like a cat. Like when you make animals go to sleep. But yeah, no. I think if she's done for the day, she's done for the day. I usually like, and he points to like down south. He's like, there's like a little cave down there like to hang out in. When the water gets too high and she's not in a good mood. I usually don't hang out around here, just because of the I don't like her looking at me like that when she's awake. But yeah, I've been like trying to find a way to get one of these stupid bugs to get me out of here. I don't have any escaping hole magic. I'm not really a magic guy, you know?
I will stop at nothing to get out of here, so you are in good hands.
Why do you sound like you're about to cry? Don't.
I'm not.
I don't, are you kinda, okay, yep.
She like loudly like sniffed, like snuffed back her nose.
Oh.
I was like, I'm good, and we are gonna get out of here.
Oh, we really are. Don't worry about it.
He like claps you on the shoulder, Eleanor, and like this is clearly a man who has never interacted with anything shorter than him. So like it kind of
Oh, wow.
hurts. But he's like patting you like one would pet like a golden retriever. Like, all right, you got this, kid. Good job. Keep it up. Chin up.
She just takes it. She
We'll
just
be
fucking
fine.
takes it.
If it was any
This
harder,
isn't a new experience for her.
any harder, and it would be bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, keep it up. We'll be fine. God, I feel like Lily looks at all of you like, why are you all so young? Like, what the? I feel like I'm on a field trip. All right, everybody. Yeah, let's find a way to get the fuck out of here. I'm not giving these freaks their fish. I don't even have the fish anymore. Screw the money. I'm going back home. Having enough of this. What do you wanna? What are we doing about that? And he points at the lady like, I don't know if we can just leave her there. I don't think she's supposed to be there, but
There's no way, like, she's supposed to be here. Like, that's a sentient being.
yeah.
She's meant to be, like, out there in her home, like, deep beneath the ocean, I assume. But someone put her in the tank. We should try, maybe if she wakes up, talking to her. She seems peaceful at the moment.
Is there a way to get her back?
There's, like, protective magics put on the tank that she's in. I'm sure there must be a way to disable it. I mean, locks all have keys, right? Well, mostly. They put her here, like, for a reason. Like, this cabin is pretty much enclosed from, like, a glance. So maybe we could try talking to her. She must have, like, information.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried talking to her I think she's not so amenable to talking to me, so maybe I'll leave it to you guys to do the talking. Last time I tried to talk to her, she tried to drown me from the ass up, so I don't think I'm the best person to chat with her, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. Maybe she's the one who brought me here. Maybe she's heard of my, fishing prowess, if you know what I mean. She just, actually, I don't think she does. She does not like me, so. You guys can go. I'll be over here, and he like hides behind this bush. He's just like, I'll watch from here. Don't worry, I'll got your back.
There. All right.
Let me get these
I guess, like,
bugs out the way because they're dead.
yeah. I guess we can go over, like, kind of like tentatively.
You still got the blanket on her.
Okay. I got to take the blanket off. Sorry about that. Everyone stand a little further away, spread out in case the water hits us. Get to land. Okay, can we like unveil her at this point?
I don't know where the tank disappeared, but like you unveil her.
Oh.
Where'd the tank go?
We are gonna unveil all together or just like peek a little inside?
I guess we're gonna talk to her. I guess like better to just unveil her, you know. And it feels a bit weird. Like,
Okay. Kevin just on the side, like hollering, if you're not using it, please toss me my clothes.
okay. Which one is yours? I start like peeling off like the pants, the scarves.
Peeling off the pants? The pants?
Kevin's pants is stuck like around the tank here, so I begin like peeling off like his pants.
Peeling it off?
I'll peel off Kevin's pants from the tank, and I go hand it over to him. Like, here you go, Kevin. You can change behind this bush, and I gesture to the fern.
Oh my god.
Thank you. And like at this point, anything that's out there, everyone sees. So Kevin just doesn't even bother giving up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the guy's just like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I'm glad he's putting clothes back on, but like, isn't this televised? You taking your pants off in public, my guy?
We've been in worse situations, I think.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I like
Merlin's
the
sign of
answer and
approval.
not you, but you know, he's the naked one. Don't let me tell you what to do.
No, it's okay. Every time Kevin like ends up in a situation, our legs are just like right there, like blocking the camera angle for some bizarre reason.
So conveniently.
Yeah. All right. Now that like we've got like like kind of the top half off her, how's she looking?
She's actually like her eyes are open. You have not seen them open this whole time, and she's like looking up at you, and like she's looking very stoic, and her eyes are glowing this like eerie, like sickly yellow glow. You can tell like now that you're closer up, the tank like does not look like it's in good condition. There's like scratches on the inside and like almost floated to the bottom. What initially looks like the black the bottom of the tank is black. Actually, you can notice now it's like this very dark purple, like almost like sediment. And you can see a similar color on her like arms and around her neck and around her like rib cage. And then you can pretty much surmise that like it's like she's been heavily injured and in this tank for quite some time.
Right.
If she attempts to make like a persuasion or deception check against us, I would like to give her a 7 on my board.
If she makes a deception check against you.
Yeah, or persuasion.
Okay. That's fine. Good to know.
Okay. But she's like watching us more or less.
She doesn't say anything, but her eyes are like following like the people in front of the tank. So whoever's in front of I'm gonna move my ants back because I don't think they're gonna participate.
Move away, ants.
We're good. Whoever's gonna talk to her, like come up near the tank.
Yeah, I'll move Avani like around here. So I love the motion of like tokens moving in Foundry because it's just a slow slide across.
So slow.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's just like I just watched Eleanor like do the smoothest like sail across.
You're swimming.
She was gliding.
Merlin, are you staying
It's the
back
same
there?
speed no matter how far away you go.
Yeah, it's really funny. It doesn't like speed up or anything.
Alright, everyone, spread out.
I'm
gonna stand right around
her
here.
face on the tank.
Yeah, face on the tank. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Obviously.
Okay.
It's like all things considered, I think like who knows Elvish amongst our party? Like that, I believe that was one of the languages that she kind of spoke.
Elvish?
Yeah, Elvish.
Yeah, I speak Elvish.
Okay, great. That makes 3 people at least. I guess we can start by asking her like, what's your name and who put you in here? I suppose like context is important, right?
She like looks at all of you and she looks around. She doesn't see the kingfisher anywhere. She like
Yeah, we kind of beat him back. No worries.
she just glares at you some more and then she doesn't say anything. She's like, I do not know. She does say this. She says this in common, actually. You hear this in common, all of you.
Oh, okay.
And it's like common as if it was parsed through like a conch shell. Her voice is very, like, I can't do it, obviously, because I'm not a sea creature, but it sounds like someone is talking through you through a conch shell underwater. So it's like somehow like dimmed and burbly, but also like echoey at the same time. And she says, I do not know what you want of me, but release me at once, and I will make your deaths swift and painless as a mercy.
Well,
very nice. If you want to kill us, that's kind of
You're not selling us.
You're not the
selling
person
us
who
here.
put you in the thing.
Yeah, in the first place, you know, echoing that, I pointed at Eleanor and Merlin. We're not gonna release you if the first thing you say is, like, die, punks, right? And also, I gestured to Kevin. What he said is correct. Like, we're not the ones who put you in here. In fact, we want you out of here and, like, back in the big water out there.
How am I to know that you are not yet another deceiver here to extract what you will from those who rule the sea? I know the kingfisher, false monarch that he is, cowering in the plants that I grew myself to protect myself in this dark infested hole.
Can you
Calling
talk
himself
normally?
monarch.
Can you talk normally?
So what?
Merlin says, can you talk normally?
It's a lot of big words for a very small girl.
Oh, you didn't understand what she said?
She like looks at you, Merlin, and she's just like, you play games as if you are in the nascent of your years, but I know you. I can see through your shell, eladrin. I know you are miles and ages and decades older than these young pups, and yet you play.
Are you calling me a grandma?
Yes.
Merlin is aging before our eyes.
Okay,
I was like,
see, you call me a grandma, that's one word, and you spend like, I don't know, 1 minute just to tell everyone I'm a grandma?
I call it like I see it, old man.
You call me an old man?
Old man?
Woman.
all right, we're learning a lot about Merlin here. Like, all the secrets are coming out. So, Merlin.
Merlin,
You're
I
a
will
man.
never judge your gender identity.
Yeah, no worries, Merlin. We got you, even if you're a man and you're old.
Merle can now be the new center of a group.
Good
Once
lord.
a week, Kevin
Don't
can
retire,
do that.
Kevin. That's not your cue to retire.
Merlin, are you centuries old? Because you don't look a day over 20.
I'm still young. I don't know what she's talking about.
Is this why you sit here? So you may flatter yourself amongst the children who pander to you as if you are one of them?
Yeah.
She just winks at you like for a second, and she's just like, that's strange.
You got a problem?
Well, I am stuck in a tube, so you have one on me over there.
Why don't we start over and, start from the beginning, and I'll pretend that you didn't just say you're going to try to kill us, if we free you. Sound good?
You can do a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I would like to add on, like, let's be real. So basically, everybody, what she said was Kingfisher's a dipshit who doesn't own shit, and he's reclaimed things
I'm
that
gonna
should not have been reclaimed.
add knowledge of a past life because I can do that with the ability check.
Okay.
And that will be a total of 18.
I like that Eleanor's translating the lady's like fancy speech for all of
She's just like dumbing it down for the children.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 18. She like looks at Yukako and she says like, I am willing to parlay if only to finally free myself from this trap. Fine. I don't care
See?
who you are, let me out.
See? Alright guys, we've started over. This is clean start. Sound good,
Right.
everybody?
Mm-hmm.
It really does. We've got a bunch of questions. I mean, if we were the ones that put you in here, first of all, like, I don't think we would have taken such a damn beating from those huge roaches. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You mean the roaches and vile creatures that want to bite at my flesh, playing at immortality as if trying to partake in that is farther from them will bring them salvation? I think not. Nobody is as low as the bugs in the bottom of my foot. So no.
Yeah,
She said that she doesn't care about them.
Yeah, so, you know, none of that, none of this, right? How long have you been here?
The days are long. I cannot see sun nor sky, so I cannot estimate how long I have been detained in this pit. Despair.
Yeah, take a guess. A week?
I awoke here several moons ago.
Oh.
Cannot recall. I can feel the moons shifting under my scales, but I cannot see them to confirm.
Right. So perhaps a week to 2 weeks, I assume. Someone took you out of the ocean. Did you manage to catch a glimpse of what it was, who it was?
Take me out of the ocean, you say, but it is more as if I was in the midst of a tactical run with my left and right commanders. We had reports that there was an unidentified vessel encroaching in our territory. We saw the ship, we approached, and they had poisoned the water around them with a toxin that was, I think, specifically designed to take me out. I know not what happened to my left and right flank, but when I awoke, I was here.
Oh, so that was like, essentially a lure trap. Do you remember where the ship was? Like, was it like a shipwreck, that you were investigating? Do you remember where it was?
It was in our territory, approaching the north. It was, our space is the western coast. Yeah, reversing your face against the tank. Our space. Yeah. She's like on the other side of the tank now from your face that's resting in, by the way. She's like not looking at you. Oh, she's like, our territory encompasses most of the northwestern islands and coasts of the territory you know as Lower Orchard. The vessel was afloat when I approached. The dark shadow cast upon the sands as these vessels defying water usually are.
Yeah.
We could not see hair nor hide of the creatures upon it, though.
Alright. And when you woke up here, you were alone, and then, you know. Did you see what brought that Kingfisher man into this cabin? Or was he already here when you woke up?
She, like, glares down as if she knows exactly where he's hiding, and she's like, I remember when they brought him in. I thought he was a corpse at first, here to feed the bugs. He was limp, unconscious, and I thought they were going to let him drown. Hooded figures, wearing, well, and he points to you, Sanmei, and specifically she's pointing at your pin, like your laurel pin. She's like,
Oh, okay.
forgive me for not being so accommodating earlier, for I would not think you to be different than those captors, seeing as you wear the same mark.
No, we've heard tell that some of the other groups have begun to turn on each other. So, to be honest, we were victims of one such group too. I'm not so
No one
surprised
is
to hear
safe.
that. Yeah. Could you perhaps tell us a bit more about the people that brought the Kingfisher here?
I could not see their faces, for they were cloaked in their garb, but there were 3 of them.
Oh, so.
Humanoids,
Got-
those who walk on 2 legs, such as yourselves.
Did any of them happen to be, pardon my wording, much shorter than the rest?
She, like, raises her eyebrow and then, like, looks at the, like, halflings and the dwarves and the other parties and is like, not to my knowledge, no.
Okay, so a team of exactly 3 humanoids, right? Do we, guys, like, from our, looking around, do you remember any team that was only 3 humanoids in the Laurels?
Do I?
I guess, like, even if we don't, IRRC, one of Joral's teammates apparently had very good memory. We could ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could we, like, just kind of head back to, like, where the other team is, like, very quickly to check in, like, if they remember any group that was just 3 people?
Yeah, you can go back. You see the rest of them are, like, huddled up, like, with, the Kingfisher, and they're playing cards.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, sorry, we kind of found, like, whoever started this was also another team in the Laurels, and a team of 3 humanoids, medium-sized. Do you remember any team like that?
He, like, looks up at you. I think you're talking about Rui. Rui was like,
Yeah.
There are actually not that many teams of... No, I believe everybody had at least 5 people.
Alright.
If I remember correctly, they say humanoids. That's actually strange, because I think of the teams, yours is the only team that does not contain anyone of shorter stature, I believe.
Sus.
And?
What about
We
that?
did-
Well, right. You asked them for... Oh, sorry, I overheard. My hearing's pretty good. You asked them about the 3, like, average-sized humanoids. They're...
Yeah.
Most at least have 1 to 2 smaller folk
Right.
that I can recall. If not smaller folk, then non-human, or at least a little more.
Yeah.
Right. If I recall correctly, there's your team that has mostly standard-sized humanoids, and then there's another team that I believe has 3... Oh, what was it? It's the one with the furbolg. And he's like pointing. He's like asking. He says, "There was the team that robbed us earlier as well." But no, I can recall, but the furbolg team you had, there was nobody of smaller stature on their team. I think you were the only ones. I believe
The one that attacked us, right? The one that we mentioned.
it was the team that your friend is on. The warlock.
Yeah.
Paco.
Are tabaxis small creatures?
Tabaxi and all medium-sized IRC, but the team that we fought in the bush, right, had exactly 3 humanoids.
Yes. They had a furbolg, a half-elf, and a dragonborn.
Yeah. So most likely it's them, because I believe, like, the Tabaxi had broken away from them or had died.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, wouldn't that mean that, like, the other teammate was probably small? Like, I reckon our predicament is due to nepotism. But who knows?
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Either way, right? Someone, most likely them, I guess, like put her here. And to what purpose, we're not sure. Did you manage to exchange any words with these three people?
They would not look at me nor say anything, for they knew if they were to open their mouths and I were able to, I would rip their vocal cords from their throats.
Okay,
Oh.
sister. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Well,
keep backing up here. Don't mind me.
okay, well, this sure is the situation. We need to work on the tank. But also get her out of there. Like that's if we can't open the tank, there's no real use in, standing around here. Is there anything we can do? Physical attacks don't work. I've tried that. I haven't really had the chance to examine, the whole thing.
The person from the other team, one of them comes up, Breeze is like, do you think this is something that we can handle? I don't think this
I don't know.
I don't think this is the task here. This seems like too much for a task.
Yeah. Hey, who was it? We kind of did have a chance to report something to the higher ups, right? Who was it that found the camera? It was not me. The other time, you guys, do you remember?
Who found the camera last time?
When we were in the cave when we found those spider bodies, there should be similarly invisible cams somewhere around here. Maybe the rest of you want to have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do an investigation check to see if there's anybody viewing you here.
22.
Kevin?
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
My glasses, they're fogged up.
Oh no.
The mist from the water is just getting to them.
No.
Kevin, you're looking around, and I think you're more conscious than most of the cameras. So you've been trying to find them, I think, ever since you started taking your clothes off. Just because you're man, I gotta know my angles. I can't do this. I can't keep doing this. So you've actually noticed, behind these waterfalls, there's a very specific gap. And if you were to go to the gap, it's a little weird that the waterfall, the water's been falling in the same pattern and leaving that gap, and then in between the crack there's a little spirit holding what looks to be a lens, and it waves to you and points the lens in your face, and the spirit is the size of your palm, it fits in your palm almost. And the camera also is it's a tiny GoPro, fits in its hand, and it's carrying it around like a suitcase.
Kevin just kind of waves back and does it look afraid if Kevin just kind of gently scoop it up to take it?
Nope, it'll sit in your palm and point the camera at your face, up your nose.
Gross.
it's like a bottom up angle.
Oh my god.
Why don't you do a nose job?
Is I want chin angles.
Oh my god. Well, Kevin doesn't really care about camera angles as long as it's not showing anything below his waist, so just carefully handling it kind of brings back to the group.
Alright, well, make a report. Go for it.
It points the camera first at the lady, and then the lady looks at it, and then it shudders a little bit and then points it away from her.
Hey, so I know we just called in a couple of days ago. Sorry, not even a couple. We called in about 24 hours ago, but guess what? Here's another police report in exactly 24 hours. So there's this thing right here with us. I don't believe she's supposed to be here, and this technology, magic, whatever it is way too advanced to have been done by anyone normal, right? Could you maybe send another monk, whatever it is, to like look at this situation?
After it's done filming you, it's like camera turns from that like red like filming light to like a green, and then it opens its mouth, but without moving its mouth, like sound starts coming out, and you hear a deep voice that says, "Your report has been received. Please wait up to 48 hours for our response as we evaluate the situation and get back to you. Thanks!" And it clicks off.
Oh, come on.
Okay, let's start spamming them, you guys. I've done mine. I pass it on to the next person, like you know, who's beside me. Kevin. I pass it back to Kevin. Your turn.
Are you sure that us like spamming it is not gonna just clog up the work?
I mean, this is kind of urgent. In 48 hours, this whole parade is gonna be over. We gotta start really pleading our case.
Maybe you can say, and this is the one of the halflings on the other team's like, maybe you can like, I don't know, convince them that something bad is happening.
All right,
like,
all right.
urgent,
Let's make
like
it sound really
cheating.
convincing.
She like walks up to like stomps up to it and like sloshes up. She's like, hey, listen to me, and then like points it at her. She's like, my name is Natalie Thea Gatalis. We are in the Laurels, and someone is cheating. Come here right now and put them to justice. She gives it a thumbs up. And then the light goes from red to green again, and then the voice opens up, and it says, "Your report has been received. Help will be dispatched in 4 hours. Thank you for reporting. Thanks, bye." And then it clicks off. She says, "See, that's how you snitch."
All right, code word cheating, right?
Yeah. Well, if there's anything they care about, it's the integrity of the games, right? And also, if we wait here 48 hours, we will drown. So, you know, make stuff a little bit snappier.
You will drown.
Well, yes, I will drown, and then you will all drown as my father comes to sue the shit out of these games and drowns the rest of the organizers in financial debt. So, we will.
I have a feeling they're reporting because your father is rich, perhaps, too.
Oh yes, that
From
as
the
well.
sounds of it.
Yes, that is why I did it. Correct. And then her teammates just give a thumbs up from behind her.
Okay, can I turn to like the rest of our crew and just like, all right, you guys, which one of you has the most money?
Which one of you? Which one of you is?
I don't have any.
I think none of you are rich.
Unfortunate. Okay, so like currently we're like considered peasantry, right? Thank God we have a capitalist here.
She like gives you like a cheeky like smile.
Let's go 4 hours in hell.
4 hours, huh?
So, are we staying here for the 4 hours?
Yeah, we kind of have to, I think.
Okay.
I mean, some of us could rest in the 4 hours.
Yeah. We're gonna say we took our short rest in that 4 hours.
Okay.
Well, it'd be a long rest for, like, elves and stuff.
Oh, that's true. Long rested. Let's fucking go.
Is there anything to explore around this like area or the like tank?
Yeah, you can start exploring if you like. It's fine. What are you interested in? There's also, remember, there's that big tunnel that the Umber Hulk made over here going to somewhere.
That might be our way out, you guys. I just remembered. My man just left.
Yeah.
Man's left. That tunnel's been there.
Oh my God. The roaches
Thank
maybe
God.
do love us. Maybe they love us after all.
Yeah. Okay.
Who runs
I don't
as fast as possible.
The Kingfisher like comes up and is just like, hey, where we going? You guys leaving? I thought you called for help.
Yeah, we're just sort of securing the area. We're not leaving just yet. Some folks are gonna arrive. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to take a testimony, I believe. Your presence here is required in 4 hours.
Well, sorry, what? I'm gonna have to. Oh, I can't. I can't testify. I'm allergic. So I gotta not. You know, my doctor says it's not good for me. So if it's all right with you, I'm gonna try to find a way. Not talking to the monks of the
Why
group.
not?
I'm good. I'm good without talking to them. Actually,
Why? You do you
Hey, pay your
kind of have like?
taxes. You should be fine.
yeah. I
Hey,
mean,
did you have like maybe like a messy relationship with one of them or something? What's up?
Oh, hold on. That's it's personal business, kid. Like, it's a little. It's
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot
better.
better than having an existing criminal record with them, right?
No, I've never been a criminal in my whole life. Like, I'm clean as the whistle. I'm squeaky.
Yeah. Then okay, right. If you're innocent, then like you don't got nothing to fear, right?
Listen. There's like being clean and squeaky, and then there's looking for pig trouble when I don't need no pig trouble. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just gonna it's best for me to not be here when they are also here. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take my chances with the dog tunnel. Okay, see you later.
And we like stop
Kingfisher?
him.
Yeah.
Kingfisher,
Okay.
you're
yes.
going to have to pay us.
I'm gonna have to. Sorry, come again.
Pay us.
Pay you what? Attention? You got it, kid. See you later.
Can I grab him by the ankle?
You can try.
Yeah.
Can I also try to kind of like stealthily cast sleep on the guy?
He's not gonna fall asleep, Charles.
Oh wait, I forgot it's to do with health. Never mind.
He's an elf.
HP.
He has anti-snort Mimi. It's
He's also
Oh.
anti-snort Mimi because he's an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, everyone,
Sorry.
tackle this man.
Are you gonna try to tackle him?
Yeah.
You
Wait. Can I hex him and make him have disadvantage on strength checks?
Oh my
Thanks.
God.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I also
Hexo.
give bardic inspiration to Sunway?
What the heck? Okay.
This little
Are we
guy-
allowed? Are we allowed? Are we allowed? Yeah. What's
you
what's the
can-
ruling on this?
You can try ganging
Sure.
up on my little guy.
Yeah.
He's just a little man.
Okay,
you
look,
know?
look, it's really important. If he never mind the criminal record, but if he's got like a messy relationship with one of the monks I want to watch, I tackled him.
Oh my god. Hold
Okay, what do I roll?
on. You can roll a what is it?
Athletics.
Athletics, yeah. Just do strength
Oh.
athletics. We're gonna do a what do you call it? Alright, and I will do a contested, yeah, do a saving throw.
Okay. Okay. So I have bardic from Kevin.
Mhm.
That's what dice? Charles,
a
by this.
D8.
1d8.
D8 now.
Okay, nice. That is a. Okay, that was 15, 22.
22? Oh my god, okay. Rolling my okay, he has Indomitable, so we can roll again.
No.
Is it a athletics check?
It's he's doing a strength saving throw because
Gotcha.
he's being grappled. He's shit and bad. he's not that strong, you know, he's like a little twink. He's the twink with swords. What do you want from him? You easily tackle him and he goes down. He's just like,
Nice.
watch the merchandise, not the face, please.
Yeah, no worries. I grab him by I grabbed him by both ankles, and I'm like, all right. So
Well,
either
this
I
is
pin you down for 4 hours, or you sit down like a normal boy. Okay?
Okay, guys, you look at my ankles. Come on, man, it's sensitive down there. I've got weak ankles. Leave me alone. Let go. He's like kicking. It's not very effective.
I grab his ankles harder. I'm just like, okay, sit down.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
keeping
chill.
a hex on him, by the
Why-
way.
Jeez. Yeah, just sit down.
What is-
All right, I get it. Gee, come on. I know lots of people want a bit of the kingfisher, but you gotta be nice. Be nice about it, you know.
All right.
And he like sits
Alright.
and he like pouts and he's just like, man, I'm just why do you need me here? You don't need parental supervision. You got C-Mom over there. And then he like winces and like hides behind a plant as he says it.
No, I mean the fact that you were kidnapped is and also brought here is kind of important.
Yeah, but I was just gonna report it to my guild master. Like, I think he can figure it out. He's watching, probably. Hey, boss. He like looks at the camera, like, "What's up?" You know, we don't. I don't want to talk to the monks. They don't want to see me.
Why do they not want to see you? Got some beef with them?
Beef per se, but you know, we just don't get along. Me and the monks.
Why not? I mean, they're kind of a weird bunch, all right. And maybe you don't really like denim shorts. I get it, but
Oh, whoa! Who
and
said I don't like the denim shorts? I think the denim shorts are a choice, and I agree with the choice. But you know.
all right. So then, why do you not get along?
Some people just aren't meant to hang out with other people, and you know, I've not been in these parts for quite some time. And you hear Merlin, I think you're the only one next to the tank, and you hear her say, "I've heard him murmur whispers about these shorted monks in his sleep. He seems to be quite enamored with them. But here he is denying his desires like the filthy animal he is." And she just spits in the water.
Oh shit.
Oh,
He doesn't hear that because he's like far away and he's like blubbering. But like, Merlin, you hear that.
I'm gonna tell whoever is nearest to me, and then they can spread gossip.
you can pass it to Hako.
Yeah, Hako can pass it one by one. Oh shit, yeah, Hako like whispers over like, I think he likes someone, and being really pathetic about it.
Oh my god, guys, I was right. So you do like one of them.
What?
Who is it? Tell me everything.
Hey, who gave you that information? That's false. That's slander. First I've been kidnapped, now I've been slandered. What a rough day for me, King, Fisher. Like, come on.
Nah. Desire is written all over your face. So which one of them is it, huh?
Don't say that to me.
Is it the head monk? I heard he was divorced recently.
Whoa. Who told you that? He's divorced?
He announced it at the orientation ceremony, my dude.
I'm just stuck in a cave. I don't know these things. He's divorced? What wasn't he?
Yeah, like he apparently went through like a bit of a rough patch with a previous partner.
How long has he been divorced for?
Good question. You can. I point at like the fairy that I assume like Kevin or someone else like may or may not still be holding. Well, you could always ask him or any of his colleagues if they get here. When
you didn't know that he divorced, did you?
Yeah.
Well, no, I've been stuck in it again in this wet cave with that wet broad for like who fucking knows how long at this point. Yeah, he's still. Last time I checked, he was happily married for many years.
You just seemed a little happy to ask that question.
I'm not happy. No, I'm just curious. You know, I'm on their land. I gotta know about the boss's history. You know, yep. Are you divorced like legally, or is he just, you know, are they going through a rough patch? Or is
Might be the rough patch thing, but always a good chance to, get in on that tea, right? So when they get here, maybe you can go along with them back to the Chancery to pay him a visit. Yeah?
You can make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. For this? Oh, that's pretty good. That is a 25.
You see him, he like purses his lips, and then they like move to the left and the right, and he's just like, you convinced me. You know, I think you're right. We do gotta report these things to the people in charge, and I would be remiss if I did not participate in the judicial process. You know, some bad shit happened here. I got kidnapped. I'm the king.
Yeah.
I got kidnapped. So, you know, I gotta report it to the, you think they're gonna bring the bosses? I think this is an important case, right? They'll bring them in this, you know. And,
yeah.
you know, we could plead our case and etc. Yeah, okay.
Alright. Okay, that was...
Are you sure he's divorced? Like, for reals? Like, or is it like
Yeah.
we're divorced, and then turns out he's not
No,
divorced and he's still married.
1,000%. He sounded upset when he was like ranting about his lover leaving him on the podium.
Huh. I always knew that bitch was a rat. Okay, cool,
Right.
awesome. Yeah, no, I'll chill. You sure you don't want to go through the tunnel? I mean,
Nah.
who knows
It's
what's
fine.
happening
It's
in
fine.
the
It's
tunnel,
fine.
right? Who knows? It's a bug tunnel. We don't want to go in there. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So true, King.
Yeah.
This just continues for like 4 hours.
It's just for this 4 hours of this. And then eventually, unless you guys want to explore the cave or looking for anything else, or talk to the fish lady,
Yeah, I
At
think
least maybe my PC is probably occupied with like the dudes and the rest.
Could Haku try to log rest of those 4 hours? Because they don't technically to sleep. They just need to not do anything for 4 hours.
So
Yeah, Haku just
becomes
powers down.
catatonic for 4 hours.
Yeah.
but like
So after spreading gossip, my job here is done.
Yeah, and then they just sit somewhere and stare at a wall.
Watching
but
pictures.
Eleanor would probably like to go with Hako because she wants to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, valid.
Are you guys just sitting in a dry corner staring at the plants?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing during the long rest or short rest?
Kevin
Merlin stayed
kind
near
of-
the tank.
You're staying near the tank?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You talking to her? Or you just staring at her?
Just doing this.
Oh my god, that I feel kind of bad for the fish lady.
Sometimes, like, during the 4 hours you're doing that, sometimes she'll, like, float over to you and, like, tap one of your hands, and then, like, move away and then come back and, like, try to shoo you away with her tail. And, like, she'll swim to the other side of the tank so you can't see her. And I'm sure, like, Merlin just, like, circles over to the other side. You can
Yeah.
4 hours. And eventually she gets tired and she, like, lies down at the tank with, like, her back towards you. But it's a circular tank, so there's no hiding.
Yeah.
You could just go in front of her again.
Yep. Cool. So I'm assuming you're, like, talking to the kingfisher, for some of it, playing a solitaire.
Getting his like, his personal life out of him.
Yeah, you
So how
learn-
long have you known this guy? How do you guys meet?
You actually roll me a 1d20.
Oh my god, okay. That's a 17.
Okay, so you learn a lot about this guy. This guy does not shut up
Ooh.
about his life once you start getting him going. You
Yeah.
learn his name's actually not, like, he's called the Kingfisher, but that's
Yeah.
not his name. His name is, let me get his name. Let me type it in here. His name's Bran Yeller. It's a really lame name.
Brian?
His name's Bran Yeller, but that's why, he's
Oh my
tells
God.
everybody to call him Kingfisher. And
Oh my
then
god, Brian. Alright, okay.
His name
And?
is Bran Yeller. He comes from a long line of no. Like, he comes from a long line of, like, fishermen. But, like, his family is, like, actually from where a lot of drow are from, which are in the south. Past the, like, the wastes of Bellamy in, like, the very south. There's, like, a drow, like, constitution. So it's a little weird that he's up north, but, like, you've learned that, he picked up his life and he moved to the north. Because he decided, like, I want to make a name for myself up in the northern seas. I'm sure there's better fish to fry up here. And he joined a guild over in, like, one of the cities of Hain, like, the fishing, like, water merchants guild, etc., etc. He's like, when I was a young buck, I passed through DF Island once. Our ship got a little bit stranded, and we pulled into port, and there was this young upstart monk training on the coast, and I'll never forget the way the sun shined off of the buckles on his jeans. It was really so
So, you got to... I think, like, the entire conversation is just her going that. So you got to talking with him, and,
Yeah.
how long did you spend together?
Oh, we weren't really I just helped him out with, like, some of his chores here and there, and then he said, hey, like, I I can't leave the island right now. I gotta be like, training to be the head monk. But like, you could, I was gonna stay for a bit if he asked, but he never asked me. So I went on back to, I was up for a promotion then at the guild, and we were just at different points in our life, and
Right.
Yeah.
But you knew that he got married eventually, which means that you kept coming back.
I came back, and I when I was a really high point in the guild, and I thought maybe we can make it work now. Like I don't gotta be at the guild building all the time, and lo and fucking behold, he got married. I mean, I didn't confess or anything. I didn't say anything about. So it's not like I have a claim to him. I'm not gonna say that, but fuck, I thought we had something, and that fucked up. And he gets married. Congratulations to him, and.
All right, now you got think about it this way. Now you got like a second, third chance, wherever the number is. By the way, I forgot to ask, how old are you right now?
You know what? I'm older than all of y'all little babies, so don't worry about it. I've been around for a very long time.
All right, you know what? I heard recently that older men are pretty popular, so I think you got a pretty good chance.
Where'd you hear that from?
Okay, so look, thing is, I work in like a resort, right? So I've been hearing like a lot of people on their honeymoons or like, couples courting, they just will not stop talking about their desires and like interests. So first of all, like right now, this season, old men are all the rage, okay? Like I think you have a pretty decent chance here.
Yeah, I've been thinking about, going to a barber to like have them like transmutate my hair into like, black, so it looks a little.
Nah. Keep that salt and pepper look. If you happen to have disciples or anything that you have at the guild, like use that angle, right? You might not have children, but like it's always more attractive if there are people you're looking after.
Oh, I mean, I got a skipper too. I left.
Yeah.
Because I thought this is a easy 1-2 job. Just deliver the fish over and fucking. I hope he's not dead.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Sure he's fine.
Yeah, you can always, use that angle to check in with, like, the monks, like, hey, have you seen, like, the people I was traveling with, things like that. Get yourself a chance to stay longer with them,
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. I could have them contact my my ward and be like, hey, can you check if that little bastard's still like, yeah, smart.
Yeah, all right, you got this. I give him, like, a firm handshake.
Yeah, he gives you, like, a firm handshake back, and the two of you are, like, shaking hands, like that one idiot picture of like two stupid people shaking hands together, like not a damn in their heads. Yeah. You.
All right, that's my 4 hours.
That's your 4 hours. Yeah, and then the rest of them are like playing things. If there's nothing else in the 4 hours, those who can take a long rest can take a long rest. You guys already took a short rest.
All right.
The 4 hours, I think, like. Starts to wane. The water's pretty high up at this point. Like these stairs are gone. This section is like basically flooded over already. This place, like the water's up to here, so if you want to be in dry ground, you're all basically crowded around this section. You hear like a rumbling noise, and as you look up, you see like little bits of like dirt start to like fall, and then some rocks. Oh, you want to look for more exits, Eleanor? Sure. Oh, and you want to look down the hole? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Look down the hole.
That's what she would have spent the rest doing, because she was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta figure out how to get out of here.
Yeah, so Eleanor, you can make an investigation check if you want.
Ooh, yes. We got a dirty 20.
Ooh, puggers. Yeah, so you start looking for exits. The one that you guys came in from is like, it was down here. I don't think you were there when that happened, but it's like caved over. But the like hole that the was dug in here, it's been covered. It's like closed up a bit at this point. But like you can see it does lead into another system, but it does turn, so you're gonna have to go in there and through to find it. Otherwise, you don't seem to see any other exits from those two.
Okay, I make a note that that's the way to go in an emergency.
And then anyone wants to look at the hole?
Yeah, like
It's made for you.
It's like it's like for 4 hours, right?
Yep.
Would you say like it's like a long corridor,
A long
like the
hall.
pathway in the hole?
I would say that it like goes straight for a little bit, so you can look into it, but then it turns. So you're gonna have to get in and then follow it.
Will I be able to kind of make it to the end of the path during these 4 hours, or would I still be like walking?
No, you would be able to make it to the end, I think. There are several like twists and turns in here, so like I don't know if you want to like. Are you telling people you're going in, or are you just disappearing into the hole?
Kevin just kind of like after listening to a bit about the guy's talk like with Sunmei, and it's like, yeah, I gotta stretch my legs, and then like kind of
Let's go.
kind of like explores inside the hole.
Okay. You like start like digging in. Like it's 5 feet wide, so it's not super wide, but it is 20 feet tall. And you like start going into the hole. It's a pretty narrow space. You cover the twists and turns for a bit, and eventually like the light disappears from behind you. Because like you've just turned around inside so much. And I'm assuming you have like something to light your way. You have the light spell, don't you?
Yeah, I just like the hat.
Yeah, you light your hat like a beacon in the darkness of this hole. The ground here is like moist, but somehow like kind of crumbly at the same time, so you have to be careful. Are you walking normally or are you stealthing?
I'm stealthing.
Okay, you can make me a stealth check then as you go through this wet, damp hole.
Where is she? Oh, there we go.
Stealth check.
I rolled a nat one.
Oh, you have +8 to stealth.
No.
Yeah, so you're walking in the hole, and I think maybe this is when you like realize, oh, I can't see anything, and you like light it up. The light blinds you for a second, and you like trip, and like sort of like bump into the wall, and like some of the dirt starts to like a chunk falls out of the ceiling, and it makes like this rumbling, like scattering sound throughout the tunnel. But nothing happens. And I guess you keep going through the hole. It takes you about 20 minutes actually to get to the end of it. It's quite a long tunnel. As you emerge, I don't have image for it, but you emerge into what looks like it's like similar to the cave from before. And there seems to be like this looks like a nest of some sorts as well. There's like a bunch of like twigs and like rocks and like dead bug parts like covering like the floor, but in a way that is like it's piled up into these like nests, almost like bird nests, and then within them are hundreds and hundreds of what look to be like at first glance they're pebbles, but you like look closer and they look to be like something is squirming inside the pebbles. You've found what looks to be the Umber Hulk's nest. There isn't anyone there now, but like the ground is littered with like debris, and like it's like the earth is like soft and loamy. There are a couple of tunnels that branch out from this area, and one that
Is it also filling with water? Sorry.
this one is not filling with water. It is just wet and like almost like a cave that was dug out of the earth, like a big like entrance like opening, that is like covered in like a carpet of eggs, after like a certain point. But yeah, you're there with the Umber Hulk. It is a lot of eggs, a lot of baby Hulks.
Are the dead bugs like Amba Hulk, or does it look like, oh, it's like this is like nutrition stored for the babies?
You have a feeling that it might be other like creatures that are in the cave system, because it's like half of it is like maybe mammalian in nature, like some sort of rabbits or some sort of groundhogs, but some of it actually just looks like other Umber Hulk parts. that have been like scattered around.
Hmm.
But you don't see a
Well-
whole corpse or anything.
Okay, Kevin is gonna just nope and turn around and walk back
Yeah,
to where the people are at that.
you're just gonna be like, actually, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, not alone.
Okay, just leave the eggs alone. You can make me another stealth check on the way back.
Here we go. 23.
Okay, you are much quieter this time now that you know like the way back. It's a bit of a struggle. You make it there. At some point, you realize that like some part of the hole has been collapsed, and you have to dig through a bit to like. You're like, I'm sure it was this way, and this was not a dead end. So like, you have to actually dig through a bit, and you're like covered in dirt by the time you're at the end of it. But thankfully, like the soil was soft enough that you made it through the other end. And found like the rest of the tunnel because like some of it had been like recollapsed in, but you make it back out covered in dirt and having seen what you saw.
Okay, Kevin kind of just like pale, like kind of like shares information of what he found at the end of the tunnel, and also adding that the structure is kind of unsafe, and
Right.
if we do want to leave that way, then we probably should do it soon.
Yeah, like once the monks and everything, once they arrive, I guess. You didn't see any like enemies while you were there, right? Just the babies?
Just the babies.
Okay. We should do the
But-
ecosystem a favor and burn it.
Yeah.
Burn them with what?
Fire!
I should have taken Eleanor with me. Oh,
Yeah, you can take out your frustration on like the bugs.
You brought the wrong one.
Anybody, I think, would like to can make me a Kevin. You can do it with an advantage, like a nature check.
nature?
Ooh.
Yeah, nature check.
Can I do it?
Yeah,
Anyone?
anybody. Because like I'm sure
20.
Kevin tells us to everybody. So
That's a dirty 20.
bug knowers.
Bug
Wow,
knowers.
all of you guys talking on your nature checks. Awesome.
Really know the bugs.
Cool. Sunmate, I don't know, bug.
Nope.
I don't know, bug.
It's like, what?
If it's not in the water, I don't give a shit. Yeah, so I think all of you except for Sanmei are like talking about the bugs. I think who realizes this is like Merlin, who's actually from here and has maybe seen like an Umber Hulk in her adventures before. But like, they don't. It's weird that you found a nest full of them because they don't tend to run in packs. Like, these are solitary creatures. Maybe at most there will be 2 or 3, but not enough to make that many eggs. Like, this is not a they don't breed in that way. Like, Umber Hulks will usually have like a small clutch, but not to the point that like Kevin described.
Could it be someone is like breeding them?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Almost, yeah.
Reading?
I don't know what's a better word. Farming them?
Breeders?
Oh. Wait, I mean, technically we... True. I wonder what their purpose is in breeding a bunch of, like, Umber Hulks. Like a roach army?
Well, I think they did use Amber Hulls to like bother Kingfisher here, right? Or should we call you
Right.
Bran?
Please don't call me Bran. I don't like that. You can just call me Kingfisher, it's fine.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, just it's weird. Only person who calls me Bran is my mother, and I don't want to get into that. Just call me Kingfisher. You can call me KF if you want.
Alright.
My friends call me KF. They don't do that, but you can do that. That's fine. Call me Big K.
Alright.
That's also okay.
Interesting.
But yeah, you guys just you
Mhm.
found this like weird nest of
Yep.
eggs. I'm assuming none of you go back in the tunnel to like.
Yeah,
the
not.
nest.
I guess like not at the moment, since like some of us are like resting, and
Mhm.
we need the monks to get over here first, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after a couple hours, the ground, like you start to see like little like rocks, and then suddenly like bigger rocks and pebbles like fall from the sky, and then like almost all at once the like ceiling shudders a bit, and then like a metal shovel like pierces through the ceiling, and then like turns around in a circle and like digs out a hole, and then you see like this head pop up from like basically upside down, this like shining bald head as it like looks around, and this is not a monk you recognize. It's just supposedly a presumably a one of the monks of the DF Island Order, and he goes like,
Right.
right, hello, I received a report from one Miss Thea Natalie Heliogatalis about cheating in the area. Ooh, what's happened here?
Can we just like briefly explain the situation? And also, there was a team that was supposed to be kicked out, but then came back still wearing the laurel pins, and then set all of us up right here. And I just point to like the lady in the tank, the Kingfisher guy, and then to us. And we just walked in on like what seemed to be like a cross in on crossfire, I think.
He like looks around. He's just like, oh, well, this is not good. Yeah, no. And he looks at her, and she's like, oh shit, sorry. He pops out of the hole, and he like walks over to the tank. He's like, what's got her in here? Hello, ma'am. Sorry for the disturbance. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, this is not, I thought you were here for the Thriceberg challenge. What you doing on underwater? You're talking about the gray team, right? We kicked them out, about, like, a couple days ago now. And you said they
Yep.
did this recently?
It seems so. They kidnapped and then knocked him out. And I pointed at the Kingfisher and brought him here. And then we walked in on him fighting what seemed to be like waves of Umber Hulks that appeared to be working together. And then later found out that that other team was the one that put him here.
Umber Hulks? You know, those big fuckers? The bugs?
Yeah, I pointed at the corpses off in the
Oh,
distance.
okay, yeah, that's not good. We have a couple of Umber Hulks just, in these cave systems if someone is stupid enough to, I don't know, go around adventuring here, but the main, I'll just say it now, I guess, the main Thriceberg quest was just to help them with their centennial party. Not to end up wherever the hell this is. Right. I think this is probably not good. Thank you for your report. Let's get you all out of here and reset, shall we? And then, we'll talk to the citizens and see what happened there, because they should have been facilitating your quest, knowing that you got the, the pins. And, we'll get this sorted. Yeah? Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Please get me out of here, please.
Yes, yes.
Kevin kind of
Yeah.
adds that like you guys don't have a couple of envelopes, you kind of have a whole infestation there, and like just kind of
Yeah.
points at the hole.
We found, I think, like Kevin, you saw a nest, right? But
Yeah,
you
it was
did.
hundreds of eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, should we go and have like a, because you didn't see any Umber Hulks there, but like before we leave, like can we maybe take a very quick look in the area?
Yeah, let's if you help me with the figuring out the Umber Hulk thing, I'll give everybody on your team a couple of points and to help smooth over whatever the problems you've been having.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Sure,
standard.
sure.
It's not standard, Laurel's competition stuff. It's been he's like walking and talking, and he like gets into the tunnel, and you see him start to like cast a spell, and the walls of the tunnel, like the earth starts to stabilize,
Ooh.
and he like shapes the earth as he's walking through, just like almost looks like earthbending. He like touches the walls, and then they like make a neat tunnel shape, and he's just like, sit down through here. There's collapse in here. You've got a bit of a. So let's just clear this up, and he like clears up the collapsed bit. Yeah, let me turn off the. And he, like, this like light pulse emits from his like wrist, and like the I think somebody's still holding the camera, like the little spirit holding the camera like goes to sleep, and the camera itself like shutters off. He's just like, we've been having a bit of trouble with these games lately. I mean, this is the second time y'all have called in, and they've had other teams facing some problems. I don't know. I mean, you've already reported the suspicious peoples, but it's not good for the island if it's our first time running the laurels and so many interlopers. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, I would think not. Just to clarify, did any of the other teams also report a team similar to the one that we reported messing with your stuff?
Yes. To be candid with you, the issue. I mean, you've heard that the southern half of the island was closed. I don't want to disclose too much because there's only so much left to do in the caves. But that I wasn't the one there, but I heard there was a bit of a problem there as well. And then they were the ones who caused it. The what's that? The Furbolg and the half elf and the what have you, that
Dragonborn, right?
Yes, the one with the big armor. Strange big armored fella.
Right, them again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who's been doing the vetting, but something's up with that group, and well, we've detained them for now, and we've released them from their contract as part of the laurels, and hopefully the rest of this will be smooth sailing. Whatever they've done here must have been before we took care of them,
Right,
So-
right. Okay.
Yeah, it boggles me how they've been able to hop around the island so much. I mean, I don't think many of you have the ability to teleport or anything, so.
No, I mean, even with flying, I think like it would still take time. But there's been more than 2 incidents by this point, right?
Yeah, and we, part of our procedures, and he's like doing the tunnel as you walk through, part of our procedures is to make sure everyone's, sort of properly scoped up for the, we don't want anybody we don't want some ancient magical wizard to come in and like try to be part of the, just to make sure that everyone's on an even playing field, because that's what it's about, And
Right.
yeah, it's been a bit strange lately that we've got, some folks through the cracks. I'm not the one who set up their team, and well, we'll see what I don't know if they're sponsored or whatnot. See what that's about.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay.
here we are. I believe that the you were not joking when you said eggs.
Yep, it's an infestation.
So many eggs.
My almighty, what is? Listen, I've never seen this many Umber Hulk eggs in one place. I didn't know they could. They're busy. Hard.
Yeah. Well, they got very busy, and someone put them all here. Can we have a look around?
Yeah, let's take a look around. I'd be careful not to disturb the eggs for now, I suppose. Don't want 100 the baby Umber Hulks crawling up your skirts or anything like that. But yeah, just take a look over here. You guys can make investigation checks.
Right. If they start crawling, please say sight.
Can I check if they are like naturally laid here, or if someone collected the eggs and put them together?
You can. Yeah, you can check that. Give me your 7.
Yeah, Kevin sees nothing.
Kevin see eggs.
Kevin sees eggs and is afraid.
Okay, 13. Anybody else doing investigation checks? Yep,
Big
7.
fat 7, let's go.
Yeah.
God, 7.
Let's go.
Oh god.
Giving you a high five,
Team
Akko.
7,
Yeah.
yay.
16.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Eleanor. Merlin, are you checking the bugs? Nah. Merlin's like, I'm not participating. I'm gonna hang out with the fish. Bye.
Merlin!
I got rain dead. Brain dead
Brain-
for
Brain
real.
dead?
Are you dead?
Brain dead.
Brain.
Laid down on the bed for 5 minutes, and now she's out.
Oh my god, brain dead. Okay, that's fine.
The last thing she says is breeding. Raised eyebrow.
Oh my god. Okay, so I think all of you are like trying to look at the like eggs, and the officer's also looking at them. Rain tummy hurt.
Tummy hurt syndrome.
Oh, rain tummy hurt syndrome. Went to the bathroom.
Hmm.
That's
You know,
fine.
fair enough.
Yeah, they're looking at the roach infestation. Yeah. You want to roll investigation, or are you staying outside with the mermaid lady?
I'll stay outside with her, yeah.
You're like, I'm not going in that tunnel. Bye.
Continue circling around the tank.
Pacing around. She started following you around the tank at this point. It's been like 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Chasing you around the tank now.
It's like your mating ritual or something.
This is how I'm becoming friends with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becoming friends by driving her crazy? Yeah.
Well.
Reverse
Secret
psychology.
strats. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, you guys look around, I think Kevin and Hako, you're like, there's a lot of bugs. Lots of bugs. Whew, many, many bugs. Sunmei, you, see I think you see the many, many, many eggs, and then you see, like, the food that's been left behind. It's sort of weird, like, the food is, you're not a Umber Hulk expert, but it's, like, it's kind of orderly, which is strange. Like,
Oh.
it's, like, in piles. And, like, that's not really how
Oh.
these guys eat. Really, you don't really imagine
Yeah.
they put stuff in neat piles.
Right.
Eleanor, you are, like, picking through, you see the piles of, like, food, and you see, like, the eggs, and you, like, you find a, I think maybe you accidentally, like, kick over, like, one of the, like, discarded bug arms, and you notice that, like, oh, like, there's sort of, like, a ring, or, like, a border around where the cave ends and where the, like, nest begins, and, like, kicking over that, like, leg, you see, like, what look to be, like, little runes scratched, or, like, markings scratched, on the bottom, like, on the floor here. And this writing is familiar to you, but you don't know what it says. Like, it's not a language you speak.
Okay. Does anybody recognize this?
And we can go over to look.
Wait. Is it a written language?
It is.
I think it is.
I have, I think, let me check. I have Eyes of the Runekeeper. I can read all writing.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let me check if this. Oh, it's not a language. Sorry, it's not.
Oh, it's not a language? Okay.
It's not a language.
Sad.
What does it appear to be?
It looks like text, but it's not a language.
Looks like text, but not a language.
Yeah.
Kevin just copies it down in his book.
Oh, is it like a code?
It's like
Eleanor starts looking for patterns.
It's you, Eleanor. You're looking at it, and it looks kind of like a code, like somebody.
It's a cipher!
Remixed.
Ah. Okay. Can we tell at least like what language this cipher is in? Like it's not common. What kind of like characters or like symbols make up what we're seeing?
It's like a combination of like runes and common.
Oh, okay.
And
I
think with your 16, Eleanor, you're staring at these like runes on the floor mixed with common. It looks like instructions.
Oh.
Okay.
But like,
So I need
because like some parts are like repeated, like some text like sections are repeated, but they're in like different lines. But yeah, it's like somebody's writing instructions on the floor, and it's like bordering where the like eggs are.
This is trying to tell us what to do. We just need to find the key.
Okay. Well, there must be like a solution to this, but is there anything else left in this cave?
Look around for any numbers or small words around here, maybe.
Right.
Can't be on the Hulk, right?
It's Umber Hulk.
On the Umber Hulk?
It's not Umber Hulk. Umber Hulk don't have language. They're bugs.
That's true. I guess like we can, based on Eleanor's instructions, and we can look around to see if there's anything that matches what we're seeing here, right? Like any part of it.
You can look around. You can. Anybody who wants can make me a straight up intelligence check or history check. It's also fine.
For what exactly?
The runes that you see.
Gotcha.
Once like Eleanor has found them and pointed them out.
Dirty 20.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Could they be similar to like the runes that we saw at the satyr's place?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Eleanor, with your 20, you remember these from the satyr's place. From like what the was like written on the grave that like none of you could read.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, cause like, I think like the satyr was taught how to read like some of it, but not all of it. IRC. Some people around.
He could read runes, so he's like a rune like reader. But
Like, yeah.
In the way that like you can read common words in a cipher but not know what it means, he can read the runes but not know what it means because he doesn't know them.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But this isn't to Eleanor's memory. This what we're seeing now seems to be like an exact copy of a paragraph, perhaps from that book.
Not the book, but there was writing on
the
the
grave.
grave, and
Oh.
that is what it resembles.
Was it short enough that was a code for this?
No, this seems to be like written with the similar like cipher system, but it's not like the same
Okay.
message.
Ooh, did we write that one down?
I think Kevin did, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, Kevin
okay.
has a scribe, like essentially a record of like these like strange things that we haven't been able to decipher. If I'm not wrong, the spell on those graves was something akin to binding an entity to this plane. Because he couldn't keep the dead from popping out of the graves, right? And resorted to using like this alternative method of like planar binding or something similar to keep them in. So whatever this is like the exact same like spell or that sort of magic thing. I'm not too sure.
I think this is different from the rune
Really?
guys like runes. Like
but like the same format.
It's the same format, yeah. Like I think the message I'm talking about is the one that was written like on the grave as like a one-off note. It's not the actual spell itself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that
I see.
rings a bell to folks, but like there was some writing and you
Interesting.
guys were like, I don't know what that means, and the guy was like, I also don't know what that means.
Oh, so there's just like one unknown inscription.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. I wish I took ancient civilizations, but I don't know any of this. Yeah.
Well, Kevin, you are a genius for writing it down because that means it's not too late to solve that code.
That's true.
I am looking through all my old notes.
We can do that one later. We still have to figure out this one.
Mm-hmm. But like they're the exact same like one-off line that nobody can read, right?
It's the same
At the very least.
same type of cipher, yeah.
I see. Okay. I guess we can collect these like since they seem to be related. So we'll just sort of like clip this one and the other one together. We still lack essentially what Eleanor mentioned, like a key, right? Because we only have like parts of the cipher.
Oh my god, it is in Kevin's notes. It's here. He unknown
Good
language
job,
scribbled
Kevin.
by this shrug.
Oh yeah. Okay, thanks for finding it because I couldn't.
I was like, oh my god, I'm not guessing myself.
Oh,
right?
the
I just wanted to read
shrub.
about this.
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah.
the open grave where the banshee thing happened. I see.
Correct. Yes, that one. I just don't want to confuse you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
upskirting.
The upskirting.
Yeah.
The great
God.
upskirting.
It was the
Kevin like
beginning.
shares the
Okay.
the written down inscription. I don't know what to do about it though.
Yeah, because none of us can read it at the moment. I guess we can just keep a hold of it for the time being. I think like we might find the key as we progress, since
Yeah.
whatever this seems to be popping up very often.
But keep in mind, we don't have to know the language in order to crack the code. We'll be able to figure out what the language is once we crack it, actually.
Yeah.
You guys can.
Or
ask
well, we have a
me.
very old creature outside. I say, not referring to Merlin or the mermaid necessarily. We could even ask.
Very old creature outside. Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys see that in the cave, with the eggs. The monk that is with you, like, says, like, well, this is a problem that I need to get rid of, so unless you all have anything else to do, I will be getting rid of this first, and then getting you all out of here. Does that sound, good?
Yeah, no problem. We'll head back out first then.
Alright, stand back if you would, and you see him start to cast something, and, like, from his hands, he, like, sticks his hands out like he's about to do, like, a push-up in the middle of the air, and then, like, his palms glow, like, this white hot, and fire just erupts from his palms as he burns all of the eggs, and it kind of smells like popcorn.
Oh no. Popcorn.
It's like popcorn in the
Dang.
room. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, ew.
Yikes.
Yeah. He burns all of the eggs and detritus to the ground.
Alright. We can go outside and ask, like, if the mermaid lady is familiar with this language. Well, it's not a language, but, like, can you read it? Yeah.
Yeah, you asked the mermaid lady?
Yep.
She looks at it, and she, like, looks at you, and she's like, I know not of this cipher, but I do know that it is the language of those who scrounge around and use immoral means with which to do their business. Looks at the kingfisher. This is the language used by thieves and rogues and anybody of the, how do I say, sticky-fingered persuasion.
Oh, like the underground sword.
Yes. Those who deal in
I see.
merchant dealings beyond the legal ken.
Interesting. Well, we got our guy returned to the Kingfisher.
He's eating a snack.
Alright. Hey guys, do any of you know a rogue?
Huh?
A
Why don't
rogue?
we just ask Kingfisher?
Yeah, why don't we just ask Kingfisher?
Is he a rogue?
I mean,
I'm
he is
actually
a
not sure.
merchant,
He is a
and
merchant,
he
he
kind
might know.
of seems shady.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can go ask him. Just like, hey dude, what this thing say?
Huh? He's like, wow, what's up? Well,
Yeah,
smells like popcorn
we got some weird, like, you know, half code, half language stuff. Can you read this?
Yeah, let me see. Oh. Yeah, it's, where'd you get this? This is not my exact, this cipher that, like, you know, some certain businessmen use, you know? Where did you get this?
Yeah. Well, kind of complicated, but it's related to the Umber Hulks around here. So what does this one say?
Ooh, you're telling me that this is the work of some rival businessman? The fuck those guys?
Might. I mean, honestly, it might be. So yeah, what's it say?
This line, yeah, and he starts, like, scribbling on the page. His handwriting is indecipherable. He's like, yeah, that says if that's geez, they're like instructions. This is keep temperature warm with crystal. Feed twice daily on timer. Use scroll. It doesn't say what kind of scroll. Use scroll to propagate. Keep in line is the last instructions list.
Oh, they really were breeding.
Then can you also read this and like kind of points at the one that was written on the grave?
Oh yeah, sure. This it says wrong grave. That's what it says.
Wrong grave. I see. Okay. Interesting. Well, at least like this one, I pointed a longer message. Definitely about raising the Umber Hulks, if anything.
Yeah, you
Okay.
think they're breeding those freaks in here? Ew.
Yeah, kind of found a nest. So, good thing you didn't go down in the tunnel.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go down the tunnel. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Finishes off
Well,
his
it's all
snack.
gone now.
So, oh, is that what that smell is? Ew. Gross.
Yep.
And the monk
The
comes out,
popcorn.
like, the monk comes out pristine, not covered in, like, a lick of dirt, in his, like, jorts and, like, tank top, and she's like, okay, mission accomplished. Thank you so much for your, cooperation. Let's see what to do here about this, here, lady, hello, ma'am? Who's that? Pointing at the kingfisher.
Mm-hmm.
See one of the participants? Are you one of the participants, sir? And he's like, no, I'm just passing through. I'm a victim. He's like, oh, a victim, right? Well, we're gonna need a statement from you, and can take you back to the chancery, to get talking to the head, the head priest. I think we'd like to get this sorted out, and the boss will take care of y'all. Sounds good. And he, like, Kingfisher, like, nods vigorously, like, well, if I must, then, like, I'm not gonna say no. The monk walks
Yeah,
over-
yeah, yeah.
yeah. he,
Take him with you. I'm sure like he'll give a very detailed statement. Might take a while. I kind of give like the Kingfisher like a thumbs up, just like off with you.
he like gives you like 2 finger guns and like follows the monk. It's really lame looking.
Yeah.
Like the way that like
Cringe.
cringe old guys will like do like finger guns is like that.
Yeah.
He's a cringe fail man. And then the monk walks over to the tank, and she's like, what is the acrobatics check for, Merlin?
Jumping around.
Jumping around. You smack your, just testing iPad, okay. Thanks for zooming us in. He walks over to the tank and is just like, now what in the world is this? This is some advanced shit. Wow, sorry ma'am, we'll get you out in a bit. Let me make sure that I'm gonna need to call for backup to get her out here, but I think that's something we can deal with without y'all. Let's get you back to the Laurels as soon as possible. Does that sound alright?
Yeah, sure.
He like rummages in his bag, and to like, each of you, like to like one representative each from the team. I think he gives one to Thea, and then he gives one to Merlin, who's next to the tank. And she's like, yeah, let's this seemed to be a bit of a problem, so let's just give you this and call it square. And he hands each of you a red gem.
All right.
And then I should be able to let me do this. And he walks over to the hole, and he like jumps up and like clutches onto the ceiling with his dexterous hands, and then he like pulls down a rope that he'd been hanging out. He's like, that should take you right out. You're a bit of ways from the iceberg at the moment, but yeah, feel free to to wait for any news at the end of the evening of the standings and whatnot. And yeah, any other reports you need to make, we'll be in touch with you for this incident after the Laurels is over. Does that sound good?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Good luck out there. Let us know again if you see anything strange, because I feel like it's been happening a lot lately. Don't tell my boss or anything. And then like he slaps his wrist, and then the pulse like comes out of him again, and then the little spirit that was like holding the camera like wakes back up, and then like buzzes away up and out of the hole.
Alright.
You guys
Let's
can
go.
climb up the hole. Let's take our break there. Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Before we go for break, I have a question. Then now, like, we kind of have interpretation of these writings. Is there any chance we can now interpretate like these cipher if we encounter it again?
I think. So I'll just tell you what it is. It's Thieves' Cant, which is like a special language that only like rogues
Yeah.
and like thieves and people use.
Mhm.
To know Thieves' Cant, you need to know like Thieves' Cant, like the cipher, and someone needs to teach you it. So I think you have to ask somebody who knows Thieves' Cant. Because you have
Okay.
like the answer, but you don't have the cipher itself.
Okay.
Alright.
Fortunately. But yeah, so if it sounds good, we'll come back in 20.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Alright, see you guys later, bye!
See you.
Yellow. Hello. Like your satanic shirt, Rain. No more stinky.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm late.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. We're still waiting for Nair to come back, so we're good. Yeah. I'm hungry. Wait for this cave. Where are we going after the cave? Wish I knew. I think we can just get started and somebody can catch up when she comes back. Yeah, so you guys have been got the rope lowered down. You can hop out of the cave and it'll take you back to the forest basically. Where you were waiting. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do once you've popped out of the cave?
Fall on the floor and say, "Oh, thank God, we're out of there."
What time is it now?
It is actually midday.
Oh.
Middle of the
Have you
day.
been down there like a whole day?
You think you've been, because you left in the early morning, and you've been down there for at least 5 or 6 hours now. So it's like midday, like afternoonish. Yeah, no, the tank is still in there. The monk, you can hear him like talking to someone like down the hole, but you can't really make out what he's saying, but it looks like that they're going to figure out what to do with the tank there. Kingfisher hops up out of the hole with you, and he's just like, well, I think I'm gonna stay here and see what, I gotta give my statement and all that stuff. So probably be seeing you later. Where are you guys headed? You gonna keep playing the Borals or whatever?
The laurels, you mean?
It's the laurels.
Yeah, the Laurels. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oy.
Yeah, so you still playing or what? And then the other group was, well, sorry, one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that's my mom. The other group goes, yeah, I think we're gonna like find somewhere to stay for the night. I don't know if you guys want to go back to Thriceburg or not, but I think we're gonna stay clear of that place, I think. And probably just chill for the rest of the day. Yeah. That's the work we're gonna do. You guys are free to join us if you like, but I think I've had enough of trying to solve stuff for today.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so I'll bring you guys back to the map.
Thank you. I was just gonna ask.
Get back here. So you guys are so the flower basically, not flower. I don't know why I said flower. But you're basically who moved it that way? So you guys are like here basically, right in the middle of this forest. There you are. Smack dab in the middle.
Let's see. Before we like leave the monks, I want to ask him like, we almost died. Do we get any gems?
Oh, he gave you guys a blue gem or a red
Oh.
gem, a red
Red
gem.
gem?
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he
For
gave you that
helping.
for So I think you guys have 4 red gems now. Is that right? Let me update your chart so I don't forget. Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Yes. Oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, he gave each of your teams a red gem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because that was pretty traumatizing and a lot of work.
Yep. Is that what my life's worth to you? 1 red gem.
Hey, that's 5 points.
Split between several lives, I might add.
That's 5 whole points.
More than
Then
that.
do we want to go back to town? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're kind of halfway point to another of the challenge points.
I can make that hut so we don't have to deal with society.
I mean, if that's what you want, I'm down.
It's up to the group. I will make the hut, whether we are here nor there.
Oh,
Hello.
Welcome back, right? Yes, the gems, I have updated it in post office. You guys have 53 points at the moment. But yeah, it's like mid-afternoon. You can basically just do your long rest if you'd like, or you can head off to one of the points. As a reminder, you finished this one already. This one's done. That's the troll bridge. You know what happened at Thriceburg. You guys finished this one, I believe, which was the Hunter's Hut, and then you finished
Right.
Mustard Town.
Right. Just these 2 points then.
If you would like to go to them. I think from where you are to those 2 points would take... It'll be nightfall by the time you arrive there, basically.
Okay, so maybe we can just hit like midway, take the long rest, and then like reach this one during the day. Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody agree with that plan?
Sounds good.
Alright, so you guys make your way navigating through the forest. Give me a nature check. Anybody who wants to lead the walking?
Not me.
Can we still Avani's shoot? Or Merlin, let's go.
Yep, Merlin leads you through the forest extremely confidently. Chest first just starts bouncing into the forest, walking down. There's no trail or anything. You guys are like... Oh yeah, I think you were muted. Did you want to go, Eleanor?
No, I was just gonna ask if it could be survival, and then I would have done it if
survival. Yeah, you could have done survival, I think.
it's okay.
It's okay,
We're all
Merlin's already
hopefully-
going. But yeah, you don't run into anything weird. It's a forest. Actually, I'll take you to this. Yeah, and then you find a place to stay for the night. Yeah. Oh, and you guys all take your long rest. I'm assuming, Eleanor, you're going to do the hut for people to stay
Yes.
in?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sounds good. And yeah, you guys do your long rest. The forest is nice and quiet. It's dark, but it's nice. It looks like this. Let me select the file to proceed. What do you mean? I did select one. Sorry. Let me load the forest again. Where's my damn forest? Where's my forest? There it is. Okay. We are here. Yay. Huh? Where is it? Oh my god, sorry, I'm crazy. Okay, now we're here. Get over here. You're in the forest. And yeah. It's like the sun is setting, it's nighttime, even though it's daytime in this picture. Kevin is there.
Nice.
Oh, I couldn't see anything. It was black, so I thought we had to put our tokens in.
Oh yeah, put your tokens in. I think it's great. Awesome, do that. So you can see. Can you see now?
I can't see, actually. It's still black.
It's
Was the
still
token in there?
black. That's one of the secret dimension. Hold on.
That's rotating me.
No fog.
I'm somehow rotating Kevin.
Okay, you can see now, right?
Yeah,
Thank God.
you can delete Kevin if you like.
I don't know how to unrotate him.
No, you can leave him there. I think it's good.
Okay.
You just can put down your tokens if you want. Yeah, I think you settled down under like the eaves of a tree by the forest. You guys want to set up watch or anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin is setting up watch alone. That's your plan.
Away from the
Oh,
sun.
Thank God.
There we go.
Before you like head out in this direction, the other team goes like, I think we're gonna start. Thea goes up to you like, I think we're gonna start heading south. We already did those points, and honestly, I don't think I want to go to Thriceburg, so we're gonna head on south. You have the sending stone, so if anything bad happens to you, just let us know and let's try to not explode.
Yeah.
It's been
All the
like,
best.
really suspicious, so keep careful out there. And Joel gives you a big thumbs up. as they walk
Let's
away.
go.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I can put your token down, Rain. Hold on. There she is. Okay, you want to be upside down as well, because you're sleeping? There you go. Everyone's sleeping. Okay, so we can do the long rest, unless there's anything you all want to do before then.
Is it just me or the screen is like black and white?
Rain, you sound like you're under like a underpass and like in a.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Huh?
I was saying, is it just me or the screen is black and white?
It's black and white for you?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
What?
Oh, that's so odd.
There, is that better?
That is so weird.
Why is it black and white for you? Okay, is it better now?
I think I'll refresh a bit.
Yeah, refresh it. You guys should all have basic vision, and it should be normal. Huh? Everyone else can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fog. What a silly.
Doors.
What the
What's
fuck?
happening to Rain? What's happening to Rain?
They're on the train.
You're on a train?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can see it now. That's okay. Oh my god, I forgot you're on the train. That's so funny. Okay. You can just type what you want to say, Rain. I think it's easier that way. But yeah, if you guys can all see now and it looks okay, is there anything you want to do before you do your long rest and do your watches?
No, I'm good.
Good. Everybody else?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't have anything I want to do.
Okay. Who is taking first watch? You want to look around for fruits? Okay, Merlin, you can make me an investigation check for fruits. Or a survival check for edible plants. That's also fine. You can do survival or investigation, up to you. Okay. You can't roll both, you can only roll one. You look around to look for, like, plants and, like, stuff to eat, and you find these, like, little, like, dusky purple berries, growing from this bush that's, like, at the bottom of, like, a tree near the river, and you're like, oh, hell yeah, berries. So you pick, like, I don't know, 15, 20 of them, and you bring them back to everybody, and you're like, guys, I got some good berries. They look really good. They look nice and juicy.
Nice.
Are they actually?
I don't know. That's what Merlin picked. Found some nice juicy berries.
Does it look like something I'm allergic to?
Eleanor, that's a question between you and God.
Well, does it look like anything that I've had an allergic reaction to before?
No, they kind of look like blueberries to you.
Okay.
Like wet blueberries.
Can we
Okay.
do like a nature check on it?
I guess, but they're blueberries. Yeah, you can make a nature check.
Basically, like, we wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. They look like berries to you.
You wouldn't. We have no reason to suspect them. I ate them.
You eat them, yeah. Eat some berries. Can you watch as Eleanor puts 2 poisonous berries in her mouth?
Thank you so much for getting this for me. I feel so happy knowing that I don't have to, like, hunt or anything. Like, I'm just really grateful.
She
Has
just, like,
Elena swallowed
chews.
yet?
Eleanor, you put the 2 berries in your mouth. And they're nice. They're juicy. They're sweet. They're kind of spicy, which is interesting. They're really spicy.
Ooh. Wow, you found one with a kick. Why is my throat getting a little tighter?
I think you're having an anaphylactic reaction to the berries.
Oh,
Eleanor,
no.
can you
That's-
make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, she starts breaking out in hives.
You got lay on hands.
Hey, yeah, I'm just like,
8.
Oh god.
what happens to Eleanor?
Eleanor, the berries are, they're so spicy, they're closing up your throat, and you're like choking on them a bit,
Oops.
and it kind of feels like you're drowning in berry juice, which is not great.
Yeah.
You thrash around a bit, and you like.
I see like Eleanor begin to sort of turn into like a purple worm equivalent. Can I just go up to her and slap, like lay on hands on her? Cures all poison and disease if I use a 5 from the pool. I'll just give her 5.
It cures poison and disease. Okay, great. Yeah,
Yep.
Eleanor, I think before somebody does this, you like, maybe you spit out the berries. I don't know, because your throat's closing up. You can breathe after you spit them out, but you find that like your vocal cords were not working the entire time you had them in your mouth. Like, not just because they were like, causing an allergic reaction, but you feel like you couldn't speak. And then after somebody slaps their hands on you, you're like, oh, okay. And almost like they were rehydrated again. You can feel your vocal cords like working as normal. But yeah, that would have been bad. Those are not edible, you think?
Kevin is gonna confiscate the berries. Sorry.
Just straight up coughing on the floor on hands and knees for like 10 seconds while whatever you do is what you do.
Yep. Eleanor, like, this, was it that pose on the floor?
Yeah, Zorzing.
Can't go an episode without Eleanor like lying down on the floor, I guess. But hey, you good?
I'm better.
Yeah, take that long rest. Don't eat before you go to bed.
I like how it's Marlin who found the berries, but it's Eleanor who feels the consequences.
I trust in
Kevin.
you.
Oh. So sad.
Also, she like crawls on hands and knees over to the berries and like tries to see if they have like magical properties to them. So that felt weird.
You can make a Arcana check, sure.
Cool. She like crawls on hands and knees towards it and then like touches the spit and like, tries to see what's going on. 8.
You don't know if they're magical, but they sure can block somebody from performing magic because they can't speak.
Yeah. Kevin, do you think if we took these, we could successfully like murder a person?
Huh?
Do I, with my 19 nature? Do I recognize the plant beyond the fact that it's like poisonous?
Actually, Kevin,
Yeah.
you do. With your 19 in nature, you do know that it's poisonous. And you know that this is actually a berry that a lot of, how do you say, people who kill for a living will use it to silence their victims before choking them to death, because this berry shrivels up a person's vocal cords, aside from giving them an allergy. Actually, people usually don't have allergic reactions to this. I think that's an Eleanor thing. It usually just makes you mute. But,
Right.
Eleanor's just allergic to them. Also.
Okay. How many do we have on hand? This could be useful. Huh.
Okay.
Merlin picked up 15 of them, I think. Like a little handful, and then Eleanor ate 2, so you have like...
13 death berries left.
Yeah, they're called, mute berries.
Mute berries. Yeah, what it says on the tin. How should we split the loot, you guys? Really sorry about what happened to Eleanor, but I think like we found something useful.
And for that reason, I will not be having any of that loot.
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough, fair enough. So true.
You know what? You sound excited about this, so why don't you keep it safe? Just hand them all to like Sunday.
So all 15 death berries?
All 15, yeah.
Yeah, does Merlin want to keep some? What do you think? Okay, how many do you want? Got you. So Merlin has 5, I'll take 8. We're just collecting the world's most like random stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like this whole island is full of weird stuff for your adventure.
Ooh.
Playground. But yeah, you guys almost kill Eleanor, but you got some cool berries out of it. So you know, that's the trade-off. Definitely putting that in the we could use these when Kevin explains this is used by assassins. That's going into the clips.
Look, we've all been murdered by like spellcasters before, okay? So in the off chance we ever cross paths again.
Just throw the berry in their mouth. Got it.
Eat it, swallow.
Criminals. Yeah. So you do that. Are you having your long rest now?
Yeah, I tuck Eleanor in. Go to bed, Eleanor.
Yeah, she like cocoons up in fetal position, says thank you.
Yeah, you deserve like a good sleep. I just sort of like swaddle her up.
Eleanor, are you getting?
She starts sucking on her thumb as she drifts off to sleep.
Actually, let's see if Eleanor does get a good sleep. Can you roll me a 1d20?
I'm gonna give myself a 14 using my portent.
Okay, good. That's good. That's great. Let me check something real quick.
Not taking any more chances.
I
forgot to use it on the con save.
Oh, by the way, is
no.
mute berry effects like permanent or is it timed?
It makes someone mute for 10 seconds.
Okay.
So enough for one spell. Basically. If you can manage to get them to eat it, which is
Force it down your throat, like swallow.
Just
You have to swallow.
You guys are gonna launch that into somebody's gullet before they fight.
Oh my god.
You know, I like making like magical items, but I'm so scared of you guys that I don't know if I should keep giving you them. I'm so scared.
Merlin.
I've never been in a
trying
game where the DM is afraid of the players.
I'm so scared of all of you. You don't even know.
Actually, no, I've been in that position.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you need. Just DM me and I'll be the best player. I'll do the opposite.
Oh my god.
The problem is, just pause real quick. The problem is with Eleanor, okay, with all my other characters, they're all really, like, good. I make good characters. With Eleanor, I was like, okay, let me practice just, like, not being bad, but just being more indifferent to things that aren't, like, related to her fears. And that results in enablement of these party's antics.
You're just like, well, I guess I'll let these crackheads feed me poison berries because I don't mind.
Why would she know any different? And you know what? They're teaching her friendship. They're teaching her the power of friendship. She didn't know what having friends were, so she trusted Merlin implicitly until, well, we'll see how she feels after getting poisoned. But she's ride or die most of the time.
You know what? It's a bonding moment for all that we joke. It's a bonding moment. Eleanor's friends now. I think, like, if you think of it this way, you wouldn't eat a random berry from someone from your school, right? Like, they wouldn't feed you anything nice. So, like,
If it's from someone at school, there's 100% chance they would want to be killing you with that.
But this time, it was an accident. As she's like hands and knees on the ground choking, she has this epiphany. She's like, wait, it was an accident! And then she like gets up in the sky like, an accident! And everybody's like, what the f is she talking about? But in her head, it's like, no, it wasn't on purpose. That's because she has friends.
see, finally someone is accidentally killing her, but it's not on purpose. Isn't that great?
I think that gives us one more reason to tuck Eleanor into bed early.
Alright, Gam, time to go to bed, but it's Eleanor this time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Eleanor's stuck into bed, everyone's going to sleep. Who's watching first?
I can do first watch.
Okay.
Kevin.
You wanna wake up Kevin?
Are we doing just one person?
You can do two.
Yeah, I'm gonna do two. No worries.
Yeah. Okay, you two can each make me perception checks if you would like. And you're under the hut, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Let me draw the hut. Where's the hut? There. The hut.
Nice.
Oh, very poggers.
Okay.
Not
The
the
dome.
pleading emoji, sweat, berry, friends emoji. Yeah, so you guys are in the dome. Okay, there's a flag. Sunmei, you are like staring up at the sky, but you can't see the moon because like, or the stars because the canopy above you is so thick. So it's just a nice like moonlight trickling through the trees. You can hear like the creek that you guys camp next to, like burbling along next to you. That's pretty calm and cool and collected. It's nice. It's nice under the hut, temperature controlled. Suddenly there's a second layer above the hut, which is nice. Also,
I wanted to draw my own, but it didn't save my configuration.
no, it's okay. We can have two.
We're gonna have 3 once I figure this out.
Go for it. It's a triple layer protection. This seems like a Eleanor special.
Here we are.
Honestly, oh my god, it's pink. Yes, it's purple.
How do you change the color?
You go into the settings icon, configure drawing.
Whoa.
Oh.
It also allows smoothing factor, which is what I did, and it's still not very smooth, but that's just my hands.
Whoa.
Aw, good. But yeah, like the lilac haze of Eleanor's hut is like sort of tinting the forest with like a nice sort of dreamy fey look. And it's nice. Kevin, with your 19, you're like, you know, you were naked and wet less than 8 hours ago. It's been a hard day, and you're like sort of rolling around in your sleeping bag, and you're maybe like laying down on your like front, and like you have your head between your hands, and you're like looking at the surface of the water. Somebody laying up really couldn't see the moon, but you can actually see bits of it reflected
Oh.
in the water in front of you, and it looks really smooth. Like it looks really nice. It's like shimmering a little bit. And you like rub your eyes, and for like just a brief moment, the moon sort of like the craters on it are very like faint, almost like you can't see them. But you think that, yeah, it's just a bit of fog passing through the water. I think you guys stare at the moon all the time now because of your paranoia about it, so I just assume that's what you're looking at. But like as you're staring at the moon, you notice like the water, like the surface of the water ripples a bit, and you look up and there's like a little fox who's like dipped its head into the water to like take a sip, and it looks at you. You guys have a stare off for like 30 seconds before it darts back into the forest. That's your watch.
Okay.
Cool. Wants to go next? I know Sanmei is going next again because you have a...
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Sanmei alone or anyone want to join?
I can provide assistance for 2 watches.
Oh, that's great. Then I guess like Sunmei and Hako can double up.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. So, assuming Hako is providing assistance, so Sanmei, you have advantage on this perception check.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay, so you are like, I think Kevin points out that like, hey, the moon's kind of funny. So I think you're like staring at the water. And like, as you're like staring at the water, like it looks alright to you actually. It hasn't changed a bit. Just kind of like floating in the sky. I think the moon at this point is at that like half and half stage that the moon is usually at. It's not full or anything. But you know, like almost a couple weeks have gone by, and you think you will see like a new moon pretty soon. It's like a moonless night.
Oh, okay.
But maybe in a couple of days it'll come.
Right.
But nothing else happens during your watch.
Okay.
Now it's Hako and who else wants to go?
I guess like either Eleanor or Merlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to wake her up.
Markan? Oh, let's go with Merlin. I think Eleanor deserves
Merlin
a
can do it.
nice big
Eleanor
sleep.
needs her snort Mimi.
Needs her stuck Mimi.
Need it.
Okay, so Merlin, you can roll me perception with advantage.
Oh,
Or do you want me to roll it?
I can roll. I just need to.
Perception with
First.
advantage. Okay, one more. Why do you have a -1 and then a +3? What? That was so weird. What's wrong with your perception? Whatever. Yeah, you get a 13. Yeah, the night passes pretty uneventfully. I think you are like looking off into the distance of the forest, and you see a couple of like shapes like running around, like they look like little animals chasing each other, but like nothing crazy. Yeah, it passes pretty nicely uneventfully. Last watch.
Incredible. Merlin can do it. She doesn't really need to sleep.
Yeah.
Type it.
I think she said that Merlin can go again because Merlin doesn't really need to sleep.
Merlin can do it again.
Yeah, go again. You don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
So I just roll perception 2 times again?
Yeah, no, just roll it once because Hako's going to sleep.
Okay.
Someone's going to bed.
Bed.
Snort Mimi.
Bed.
Bed? Question mark?
Or? Oh, Poker. Nice. Why'd you roll 2? Okay, it's fine. You got a 20. So in your second watch, as like the sun starts to filter through, at like just the edge of your vision, like close to the water, you see, I don't know if it's the same fox that Kevin saw at the beginning of the watch, but there's like 2 little foxes, like their paws are in the water and they're just relaxing at the like end of the thing, and they like look at you as like the sun like filters through and like shows your hair looks suspiciously like the same color as the fox's fur, and just look at each other like, well, can I help you? And they like look at you like, well, can I help you? And they're just chilling, and that's your watch. Before we like break to the morning, Eleanor, you were sound asleep during most of the watch, and you, for the most part, didn't dream of very much, which is nice. But there was like a point in while you were asleep that you dreamt. You rolled a 14, right? Okay. You, while you were asleep, that you dreamt that your face was and then this felt like very vivid, almost real, like your face was pressed into somebody's neck, and you do not know who. There's something hot and thick that starts dripping down your chin, and it's a really heavy stream, and you don't know if it's water or if it's something else. And you can feel it like sticky and hot, streaming past like your ears and like down your chin and then off your face. And then the person whose like neck that your face is pressed against, you can feel their heartbeat gradually start to slow. And like your eyes look up like past their neck, and you see like what looks to be somebody in this like copper patinaed like green scaled armor, with a symbol that is like blurry and like not that discernible on their on the like sheath of their sword. Raise their crossbow that they're holding, and like point it at you, and you can see the arrow barreling down, and then you wake up. Squad description, ew, don't say that.
Did I get money shotted?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, Eleanor shoots awake and says, "Oh my god, I went so long that time." And then right at the end, ugh.
You don't know. You can make me an Arcana check if you'd like right now.
Yeah, she's gonna 100% be like, was that a goddamn vision? Or am I being terrorized? 15.
That feels like in the way that like all of the visions that you had before that you were not able to discern if they were real or not until they actually happened, you get the same foreboding feeling that that is something that will happen in the future or has the potential to happen.
Oh, snap.
This does not feel like, you know, your entity, your passenger toying with you. This feels like a sight somewhere down the line. You don't know when, and you don't know if it's guaranteed, but it is possible.
When I think back on that vision, did I look like me?
You could not see yourself. You could. It was like from first person point of view, so you don't know.
Yeah, but like my hands, did they look like my hands, my clothes?
You couldn't see your clothes because most of your vision was like your face pressed up into like this slowly dying person's neck.
Okay. Awful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey everyone. Are people awake?
Yeah, people wake up. Also, you guys are level 6. Yay!
Oh,
Yay.
Hooray!
Oh shit.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I think like if Eleanor like wakes up suddenly with like, you know, a bit of a disturbance, someone would be like, oh, what happened? Did you have another nightmare?
This time it was a vision of things to come. You know, I can't normally control them, but they just kind of happen. And this
Yeah.
was when I was having a really good sleep.
And what did you see?
It was not good. My face was in someone's neck. They were dying. There was something pouring on me, sticky and hot. It was kind of erotic.
Okay.
What?
All right.
And
Tell me more. Tell me more.
And there was somebody in a copper patinaed green scaled armor and some sort of symbol on the sheath of their sword, and they were gonna shoot me with a crossbow. And then I woke up.
You remember what the symbol looked like?
No, I couldn't. I don't remember. Couldn't make it out.
So like completely not visible, right? Even if you try to remember.
Can I try to push harder, Money, or is that it?
You can push harder, but you should roll me a 1d20 if you want to push like activate your not activate. It's like it's so stupid, but you know what I mean. Like if you're trying to like access the part of you that like has divination like blessing, you can push harder, but there will be consequences if you fail. So you can.
Cool. That sounds fun. I will do that. I am a little bit confused on my portent dice. How many long rests did we take?
So this is the first long rest you've taken in like 4 sessions, I think, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had a long rest before. Okay, then I'll keep the 14 and the 10, using the 14. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, go for it.
What can possibly happen to Eleanor? Nothing bad ever happens to Eleanor. 19!
Augers.
Whoa.
Really good. So you like sit down and you like I'm assuming you're using your actually you tell me how is Eleanor trying to tap into her divination gift?
Yeah, okay, good question. So she has her orb, her purple and yellow orb that contains purple fireflies in them that are like perpetually flying. She has that, and she's like, hold on, okay, I'm gonna try to concentrate. Holds it up, and you see like a vein like straining on her forehead, and she's like, okay, wait, no, I'm not in the zone yet. She like picks it up with both hands and like really like squints her face together, and it's not working, and she's like, okay, hold on. She runs back to the bedroll, gets under the covers, and like hunches over the orb, and is like, come on.
So you're going through this. It's really generous to call this a ceremony or a ritual, but you're going through these motions, and you were like concentrating really hard to be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, come on, let's go, let's do this. And you rather than like see it, you smell like a very strong, like floral scent of, and I think you might recognize these. It smells like carnations. When you try to focus on like trying to remember the emblem, so the smell hits you first, and then you see like almost like a watercolor picture coming into focus. The hilt that had the symbol had a square, like an emerald in like sort of like a rectangular square cut, with an arrow striking through the middle of it, that had like 3 tips, like a 3-tipped arrow, almost like a little trident. And that's what you saw.
Green emerald, like the one that Kingfisher had.
He had a little sapphire, but yes, square cut emerald.
Okay. What should she say? What's her brain blast catchphrase?
Brain blast catchphrase.
Oh, bonkies. No.
Opposite.
Egad.
Egats.
Bazinga. Hold on, one
Oh
more.
my god.
Any ideas?
I'm not sure I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. Her catchphrase would be "Yikers."
Help.
I'll work on it. I'll keep
Yikers,
doing it.
like
And then she tells everybody about the emerald sigil with the 3 arrows pointing like a trident, and the smell of carnation.
Oh, okay. Is that familiar in any way to any of us?
Who heard that can make me a religion check if you want.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Occult. Psych.
Make me them religion checks. Yeah, this would have been a lot easier if one of you had a cleric of any sort.
Yeah. I just hear like
We don't need it, I guess.
I studied
yeah, this is
religion
inappropriate.
because I've been tortured my whole life.
You're basically like
Thanks,
a cleric,
religion.
Eleanor. You are more cleric-like than most clerics. Cool. Where's Merlin's? Can you roll, girl? It's okay if you can. I think Eleanor and Sonmei, you recognize the symbols. There is, I think, Eleanor, you recognize the emeralds more than the rest of them. There is a faction of like people within your school, especially those who like are super overachieving, who do a lot of like they do a lot of, what is it, alms and stuff, and like they do like quick like prayers of good luck or like victory or success to for want of all that's verdant. So the verdant is like the deity of like wealth and victory and summer. So like a lot of people will, pray to them if they want success on like an exam, if they're not already praying to the candle, etc. A lot of people will want to pray to them. And for you, Sunmei, you recognize the emeralds and the carnations because like really like rich people also love praying to the verdant because it's the deity of the rich.
Right.
And those who are most like people who have just won like the lottery and who will come to the resort maybe, or maybe just like regular rich people, they always ask for carnations, like fresh cut carnations in their rooms, because it's another symbol of the verdant. So it's like that sort of symbolism. I think you both are quite familiar with it, being for the verdant. And people who follow the verdant are also not quiet about it. They're very flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, because we did see like similar symbols, or at least like similar offerings in like the tiny shrine on the way to Triceburg, right? At least someone also did leave carnations there.
you sure did.
I see. Oh, interesting. I guess I will let everybody know that like these are all symbols and like motifs of like the verdant. But at least like Eleanor, you didn't catch the face of the attacker, right?
No.
Like someone. I see. Okay. Green
Just the
patina
outfit.
armor. All right. Either way, it sounds really threatening if like such obvious, religious symbols are all collected in the same place. Either an avatar of the god or perhaps the deity themselves, but I'm not sure why you would be having a vision about it.
Eleanor, you can tell from the like armor and the way that like the person is like conducting themselves, and like also just you're familiar with Sonmei. You're quite familiar with Sonmei. Like this person is a paladin of the
Like an
verdant.
avatar, yeah. A
For sure.
warrior that stands for like the verdant. Okay. None of us have like, to be clear, like none of us like in this party have any like known links to, that sort of thing, right? Like you worship the verdant, things like that. Like none of us do, right?
Would there be a reason why a paladin of Verdant would want to attack? Well, I don't know if they were attacking me, but like...
Yeah, I mean, if you naturally, like, be it like a paladin or something, like, I think at least, like, if they were told to or they felt a conviction to attack somebody else, if it was for a religious purpose, right, it means that whoever's point of view you were seeing from must have done something that stood in opposition to what the verdant stands for.
Yeah. Or something the person stands for.
Yeah. So, I don't know, like, because we don't know whose POV that is, but just something to keep in mind, I guess.
If I would have to try to analyze why my god would do this, I would say that they would put me in the perspective of the person getting shot because they want me to relate to them.
Oh, interesting.
So, whoever it is, they're gonna wrong Verdant in their eyes.
Yeah, that's true. Just curious, actually, does your god send you like a lot of messages related to about people related to the verdant, or just like at total random?
It's whatever the god thinks I should look at a time. I can't really. I've tried to conduct patterns. I cannot determine the patterning. There's no relation. It's just whenever, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then
So it's not like targeted like religious beef or slander going on up there. Right? Like I'm only going to show you the dirty laundry of like that one guy stuff. Okay, cool.
It's just my duties that are assigned to me.
I was just thinking like religious beef must be so interesting. I wonder if they have like centuries of drama up there.
Do I know anything about beef, Moni?
You can be a religion check, sure.
Your duty has been beefing with the verdant for the last 500 years.
Did you take Beef 101 in school? Who knows?
Oh yeah, I needed to know everything I could about beef.
No,
you were asleep during Beef 101. I will say that you definitely know that like schools like yours and a lot of like other religious institutions have or like one, not necessarily even religious ones, but even academic ones, people have recorded many different stories about like the gods and their relationships to each other, because like remember, like the pantheon is very much like the Greek pantheon where like everybody's got beef with other people. It's just, what is sensationalism like by followers and what is like the truth is like always difficult to determine. But like wars and like fights and like factions have like lived and died by the supposed beef between gods. Like it's not uncommon to like know that people fight because of it. So You know that much, Eleanor. You don't know any specific beef though, because I think you were too busy, studying other stuff that mattered more.
Trying to
Like-
survive.
It's like celebrities.
Yeah, like celebrities. Yeah. There's definitely some crazy stands out there, you know.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting to me.
Like my bias is, I fight for my bias with blood and knives.
The
Oh,
Stan
God.
Wars.
Stan Wars. Sometimes it's an unhealthy parasocial relationship. Who knows?
Oh my god.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Got it.
And if you think about it, Eleanor is the equivalent of the Wattpad fanfiction self-insert got to meet my celebrity crush. But like,
God.
Oh, you're right.
unwilling.
What are you talking about? I do not crush on them.
Nope.
No, you're just like the protagonist of a Wattpad novel who gets like texts from this like other guy that other people really desire, but you're just not
Oh my
interested.
God. It's just like, yeah. I text Harry Styles on my phone all the time. He won't leave me alone.
Oh my god. I'm so unattainable.
It's so funny. But okay, that was useful. But nothing we can like discern. We can't like really discern anything too concrete yet from it. So I guess like, keep in mind as we go forward.
But yeah, you guys are in the forest. You're waking up. We have like 10 minutes left, so I think we're chilling, and I'll let you guys like. Why am I drawing a line? Oops.
Sure.
I'll let you guys level up. Does that sound good? We'll be done.
Oh
with
yeah, for sure. I need to check what like I get.
Yeah, level 6 is fun for some of you, I think.
Yeah.
Get some new spells. Get
What's
some new
happening?
stuff. I don't know if you get any ASIs yet, but
No, that's.
I think
every 4
only the
levels.
fighter does. Yeah.
only fighters.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a fighter.
No.
No.
Unless
Arcane tradition.
West. Oh, you get an arcane tradition. Or
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh my god, I think I get aura of protection at level 6. I
Okay.
think. I'm not sure.
Logging.
Right. I just go to drop down menu and change to 6, right?
Yeah, and then it should tell you what to change.
Yeah, I think it automatically gives you like the new stuff. Very useful.
Yeah, and then I think if you do manage spells, I think you can add one more spell. I think you can add another spell.
Nice.
Kevin.
Oh,
Spell slots now. It's not nice.
right.
So I get one more spell slot in a couple categories.
Mm-hmm.
What is my arcane tradition? So
Wait,
it's
how do I
something-
know if I can add more? Sorry.
If you go to your spells and then you like on your character sheet, you go to spells, you click manage spells, and then you click the thing that says add spells. It says cantrips 3, known spells 8 of 9, so you can add one more spell.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I now can get a spell when I cast a spell.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
really
wow.
good.
How does that one work?
If I cast a spell, then I can get a spell slot back as long as the spell slot is lower than the spell I'm casting.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So if you cast a 3rd level, you get a 2nd level or lower back.
Yeah.
It's kind of poggers.
It's actually
that's
like a really clever system to have like an ending to it, because I run out of spells up top, I run out of spells below.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
It's really cool.
What spells are you guys picking up? I'm interested in knowing. just wondering.
Asking for a friend.
It makes me a cool game, right?
Me, your friend, the DM.
I'm gonna get water breathing. No question.
I feel like yeah, actually.
We've been underwater a lot, actually, like, come to think of it. Eleanor's been
I do it on
suffering,
purpose,
like,
but I keep
face
putting
down.
you guys in the pond. I don't know why.
No, it's okay. I like it though.
I'm not even gonna look at any other spells. I'm just getting breathe underwater. 10 of us can breathe underwater now. We're good.
Nice. I think you get 2 spells when you level up, right? What's the other one?
It only said 1.
I think Wizards is 2. IRC.
Oh.
Oh, it says I can prepare. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you can
I
do
always,
one
I always
more.
mess this up.
You can prepare one more.
Sick. Then I'm gonna get probably remove curse.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's useful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be useful.
What are you taking, Yadi?
Well, since I'm warlock, I can change out one spell, I believe, and then
You can change one and then add one, I think.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna change one out because I realized that one requires an item that I cannot feasibly get in Digfight Island. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna swap that out to something I can actually use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? What did you have?
It's one of the summon spells, but they all require something that's like 300 gold pieces.
Oh, no,
Right, like
you guys are-
the money items, right?
Yeah, they're money items, so like,
poor as shit right now, so.
I can't get that feasibly. So I'm gonna get Spirit Shroud, and I'm changing one out. Like, Spirit Shroud's the one I'm gonna get for my level up, and I'm changing out the expensive spell for, the good old counter spell.
I also like that you have no second level spells. That's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. It's like, nah, no go, I'm good.
Oh, because like Warlock levels up all the spells with you automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting Counterspell and Spirit Shroud.
Oh, that's good. Counterspell's good.
Counterspell's good out of my 2 spell slots that I have.
Cool. What do you get, May?
Aura protection. So as long as you're within 10 feet of me, you get +3 to all your saves.
Hey, that's kind
Nice.
of bonkers. Wait.
Yeah, Paladin.
Eleanor will love
Let's
to be
go.
So that means you guys have to get up there.
Yeah.
It does. Can't do much for like those at the far back, but like good for frontliners and like if you happen to be very unlucky.
Oh, I get to defy death at 6th level.
Nice.
I regain hit points. D8 plus con mod when I succeed on a save or stabilize a creature. Cool.
Bogger.
Cool, I get 1 free resuscitation.
Nice.
I'm gonna need it.
Don't
I
worry.
die, just jump back up. I'm good.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Resuscitation, yeah.
Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I think
Yeah.
we're done for today.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't know what to get.
This was awesome.
Yay.
Good work, everybody.
Nice,
You made it out of
nice.
the hole. You're back in the forest.
Oh my god.
Good. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Let me know
Freedom.
if you need any help leveling up or anything. Otherwise, I'll
do.
see you next week. Bye.
Yes, Farrell, good
See
night.
you.
It's late here.
Bye.
Yeah, go
Guys.
sleep.
Yes.
Bye.